Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Battle of the Sexes. How is everybody doing? Hey, I'm always getting cussed out about being late and all this kind of stuff. 2 minutes. Crazy, I know. Yeah, I tell you, I can't with them. I can't. Let's see how it goes tonight. I don't know. I make no promises. How is everybody doing tonight? Let's just let this live start. Let's get some people in the house. Oh, I have some wonderful, beautiful people in the house already. Yes. Guys, this is my song. Like, I love it. I swear. Okay. Eyes on K. Hey, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing me out. I saw you shared me out. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Welcome. Triple M Flex. Hello, Miss Blackie. Hey, say with Fifi, sis. Welcome. Hey, Dre. Yes, smash that like button, guys. Smash that like. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hey, real men, gentlemen, are you guys ready? Guys, it has been a Hey guys, I think it's doing a countdown. I'm not too sure what it's doing right now. Can you guys still see me? Hey Andrea. Hey everyone. Hey, can you hear me? Can you guys still hear the music? Yes, you guys can hear me. Okay, great. I don't know what StreamYard is doing. It's doing something. 15 wonderful, beautiful people in the house. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way in, please. I can't see me. So if you guys can see me, I can't. So I'm not too sure what you can see from what you can't see, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. But I am about to drop the link because my gentlemen are here and they are ready for tonight's discussion. Let me just fill you in real quick. So tonight's discussion is the title of tonight's discussion is basically about the reasons men treat women the way that they do whilst they are dating and whilst they are in a relationship. We're allowing the men to have their say. So that is what the whole Battle of the Sexes this week's topic is about. We shall see what they let us know, what they tell us, because that should be interesting. But I don't know. Okay, hey Craig, welcome. Hey Miss Purple, welcome guys. I really appreciate the fact that you guys are all here and in the house. We are going to support our gentlemen for tonight's live. You know, after my beautiful, amazing female live, let me just copied. Okay, I'm just dropping the link for my gentlemen. Yes, my panel. You guys know you love the Battle of the Sexes panel. So I don't know, guys. I'm just getting a black screen, so I don't really know what on earth is going on. Okay, let me see. It's saying something about a video clip, and I don't know what that is trying to tell me. So I can't see me. I can't see if there's going to be people on the screen. I can see absolutely nothing. Hey, Shutterbug. Hey. I can see me on the computer screen, so we just gonna have to rock it this way, I guess. But I don't know. Hopefully, when one of the guests click on the link that I dropped, hopefully then I'll be able to see y'all. Let's see if it kind of sparks something. Hey, Real.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on?
Hey. I still can't see you on the screen. Hold on. Let me see if my computer kind of picks. This is going to be hard.
Well, I see you and I hear you. So I see you. I see you. Yeah.
I see me too on my laptop. But on the actual screen for StreamYard, I do not see anything. It's just a black screen, and all I can see is my banner running across the bottom of the screen. Literally. Oh, I see you. Hello.
If we can see you, that's what matters.
That's all that matters. But I mean, if I need to be adding people or removing people, I need to be able to do that, I guess. Hey, Shanita!
Hi.
Hi, boo.
How are you?
Hey. Yeah, you see how they were trying to come for me talking about how I was gonna be late. And look, where's Dre? He was talking in
Where's
chat,
Dre?
He hasn't clicked on the link yet. And where's Logic? I don't know. I'm waiting. Real, it's so nice to see you in some beautiful lighting. You're well lit today.
This is that natural lighting. The sun. You understand?
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Yeah. I enjoyed this.
Talk.
Nita.
Okay, so
Hey, Craig. Hey, Craig Jones Sr. Where have you been?
See, Shutterbug said, "Nice natural lighting." Real nice.
Hey, Shutterbug.
Okay, guys, so we are going to get into. Hey, Clark family, welcome. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Don't forget to hit those thumbs on your way in, guys. If you can share this live stream out, please share it out so we can get some more wonderful and beautiful new people and new faces in the house. Because you know what the men have to say is very important today, guys. Very important.
Very.
And the women are listening ear.
Listening.
Oh, look at Dre's late self joining the stream. Thank you. How wonderful of you to join us, Dre, today.
I want to make sure that I'm listening today, so I brought my paper and pencil for my listening ears.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. You see, we gonna pay attention today. Look, Bill ain't even saying nothing. Dre isn't saying anything.
Hey, Dre.
What's up, Nita? How you doing?
Oh, you low.
We can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
You're very low.
Is this better?
Yes.
There we go.
Thank you for turning yourself up.
All right.
How are you?
I'm doing good, Nita. How you feeling tonight?
I'm well, thank you.
Okay. Oh, look at the merch. Y'all, don't forget to get you some Harrison Family Vlogs merch. Shanita Marie randomly also has merch, so please go and check her out also, guys.
Yeah, what's that link? I want to buy some stuff, Shanita.
I want to buy some stuff from you as well. And I'm going to. I already told my girls a little story about it, but I'll tell y'all about it later. However,
Okay. So, guys, to bring you up to speed, for those of you that do not know, our wonderful panelist, Real Talk 87, started our journey down the strong, independent Black woman on one of his videos. And it has been the hot topic of YouTube for the last 2 weeks, guys. The last 2 weeks. And it went from Real, then it went to I Am Content. After I Am Content, it went to YouTube Court TV. After YouTube Court TV, it went to, where did it go after that?
You.
To me.
Yeah.
It went to me
Twice.
once. It went to me, and now we are here again. Okay, but we now want to turn the tables, and we want the guys to now understand that we want to get an understanding as to why they treat women the way that they do, and why in the dating phase they believe independent women come about. So we understand from Dre's live yesterday that a tiny reason, one of the reasons where the strong independent women came about from men is because of hip hop. So I understand that, but that's just one of the many reasons apparently. So we're here today to understand all the reasons.
We're not going to give you all the reasons. You understand that, right?
Why not?
Well, we're two men, and men are extremely complicated beings. So the reasons we're giving you guys tonight are the reasons we're giving you. You know, it's not going to be like, you know, the end or be all with this conversation. That topic is so much deeper than just us two answering questions that we're going to answer to the best of our abilities. You know, but you know, trust, like what we share with you will be the truth. It'll be honest, but it won't be all encompassing. Just letting you guys know. As she takes notes. Are you being funny right now, Shanita? Is that?
No, I want to make sure I'm keeping up with what's being said.
Wow.
Guys, don't forget in the chat, if you want to chime in on the conversation, you are more than free to do so.
No. I know this is your show, but if they want to chime in, all right, let them be brave. Come on camera and ask.
Show yourself. Show
you
yourself.
Have to show yourself. You have to show yourself.
Yes.
This is a rule that we all kind of came up with. I can't really see anything, but you must show yourself just so that everybody can see who you are. And it's kind of like a little advertisement for yourself and your own channel as well, and for people to get to know you and your stance on the topic of discussion. So I will drop the link. If you'd like to chime in on the conversation as we start it, then please feel free to do so. Or if I haven't dropped the link and you would like to join, then just say drop the link, because I am paying attention to the chat, and I will drop the link so you guys can join us wonderful people up here. So Real, you started by saying you had a lot to add to the conversation. So Dre Day, welcome. I just read your comment. Dre Day said, I came here to show love to me. Last time I was here, I got cussed out. You did not get cussed out, but I am so glad you came back to brave another day. And if you would like to take the screen with us, please feel free, but you must show your face. That is the rule, okay? Okay. And Rob said he don't know about coming up here because we'll probably chew him up. We're not chewing anybody up, guys. You guys are all okay. Hey, sis, my life is Nia. Mwah, I love you. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, hey, Real. Let's start with you. I just want a clear understanding. Did you understand where the women were coming from when the women did the strong, independent Black woman live this week?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So why do you feel that men behave a certain way that they do towards women at the beginning of dating?
Okay, what do you mean at how we treat women at the beginning of dating? I need to get a clear understanding of what you're saying. Go ahead.
I see we're going to be difficult today. Okay.
Asking for clarity.
Yeah, I'm asking for clarity. That's it. So I can really answer the correct way.
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you guys? Okay, in your minds, let's go back. Let's completely go back. I'll start at how I started the ladies' life. Where do you believe the strong, independent Black woman came about, and why?
Where I believe it came from?
Yes, as a man.
I've said this before.
Say it again for the people that don't know or haven't heard.
Okay. To me, the strong, independent Black woman came from in the 70s when the feminist movement came about. The white women started a feminist movement, and the Black women, felt like they wanted to be independent from their man too, even though that movement was not for them, because before that, Black men and Black women really had no issues. It was the white woman and her man who had the issues, which is why the white women started the feminist movement. And the Black woman felt, it was for all women. And that's how it originally started. It just got worse into the 80s and 90s. That's where I felt it came from.
Okay. And Harrison, Dre, where do you believe it came from?
Well, I think, that's definitely where it started from. And then it progressed from there.
Okay, so where do you guys feel it progressed to?
It progressed. Well, look at the state of Black relationships today. I mentioned before in my live, there's a positive and a negative. 50% of marriages end in divorce in America. All right. However, the percentages are less among African American couples who get married. And the reason why that is because they either choose not to get married at all, or when they do get married, they get married later in life. So they're a little bit more mature, they're a little bit more settled down. So at later in life, when they're ready to commit, they're ready to commit. So we have a culture in America, specifically among Black youth that are growing up with a twisted mindset of what it means to have a family, or what it means to be family oriented. And so that's definitely one of the reasons why. One of the reasons why. Yeah. Okay. Trying to be sensitive here. I don't want to.
You know what? Don't worry about being sensitive. We are definitely understanding of what you guys are trying to say. We're definitely going to be understanding. We're not going to cheer you guys up. We're not going to give you a hard time today. But I want to understand what the male's perspective is.
I do want to address Dre Day. Actually, Dre Day, before the 70s, we were actually, as far as, economics is concerned, there wasn't really much of a problem before the 70s. It started after the 70s and the 80s and then 90s and what we see today. So there was a point where we were. Now, times of slavery, you could say you have an argument there, but then we were able to develop the Black family to be extremely powerful, so much so that certain structures were put in place to break apart the Black family, which is why we are where we are today. So today, it's not so, because the Black woman is the most educated, most successful demographic in America today. They fought for that position. They fought for that. So I'm not just hear me, ladies. You guys fought for the position that you guys are in today. Fully commendable, fully respected. So you guys are where you are today because you earned that spot.
Thank you, Dre. So why do you guys feel, why else, or what is another reason you guys feel that the Black female women feel that they need to be strong and independent today? In today's world, in today's society, why do you guys feel that we feel that we need to be?
Why? Hold on. Why do we feel that y'all need to be strong and independent?
It's a setup. Yeah. That's a setup question.
That's something that I refuse to answer.
Real. That's a setup. We don't feel anything. No.
I don't feel nothing about that because I don't know how y'all feel about it.
And we're not about to tell you how you feel.
Not at all. I'm staying away from that question.
Wow.
No, it's not. It's not about you all telling us how we feel. We just want to know what you all think. We don't want you to tell us how we feel. We want you to tell us what you think. Just what the question was asked. What is your perspective on it?
Okay, ask the question again, V, because I need to get this question like in my head before I can just answer it. So ask again, V.
And then I'll go first if you don't mind, Real.
Go ahead, Dre. Yeah.
So
Guys, they feel like we're trying to trick them, and we're not. This is not a trick question. I'm just asking. I just want to know how you guys are thinking. That's all. You know?
And V, can you re-ask the question? And without questions, we don't have answers. So we want to know. Seriously. All right?
Okay. So this is the question. Why do you as men feel that black females need to be strong and independent in today's society?
Okay, so the reason why Black women need to feel strong and independent in society, because it's their choice 100%. They choose to be independent. They choose to be strong. All right, it's no other reason, because it's their choice. They have all the power. They made the choice to be strong, independent Black women, period.
So do you not feel that there's a reason as to why they made the choice to be strong, independent Black women?
So
because usually there has to be something.
No, I'm a learner. From what I was taught in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, there doesn't have to be a reason. Women make the choice to be strong, independent Black women. There doesn't have to be a reason.
I'm going to go to the chat for just 1 second. Rob Black says, the woman needs to be strong because most of the Black men are either locked up or not around to support our Black women. Thank you, Rob, for answering the question. Craig,
Rob, join us, bro.
Yes.
Rob, please join the stream. Click on the link, Rob. We will not chew you out, I promise.
Yo, listen, Nia.
Craig said, in my opinion, I think most sisters feel betrayed by some brothers and feel to be independently strong to survive with or without us.
My king said that. My king said that.
Thank you, Craig. See, the guys up here are trying to take the easy way out, and they don't want to give any hard questions, or they don't want to give any responses that may
let me ask you a question.
Feel a type of
What's up, Dre?
The last time you were completely honest about this topic, what happened?
I got chewed the fuck out and spit out by all these women when I was being honest about how I felt about this shit. So it's like I'd rather just answer it. If you give me a yes or no question, I'm saying yes and I'm saying no. That's it. I ain't gonna explain nothing because last time I explained something, I got ate the fuck up.
But we also said that nothing was wrong with your video. We said that it was okay. Like we said, you made some good points. We don't want to jump over that because we did say that in your video you made some good points.
And I also
you did.
Go ahead. Sorry, Shanita. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm so full right now. I just have so much to say. But I also want to add that I used to have a motto that I say all the time. And that motto was, today is a new day. Whatever happened yesterday is now in the past. Live for today and let the future take care of itself. So let's just talk about what's going on today. We don't have to worry about what happened in the past and feelings and words and all those things. Let's just be here in the moment.
Right.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about what Rob and Craig said in the chat?
I mean, I agree with what Rob said. I mean, yeah, but it's more to that though. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get into why that is, but it's more to what he said, but he's right.
Real, you have to get into it. Like you got to give the people what they want.
Okay, if I get deep, if I get too deep, y'all won't understand where I'm coming from because I'm a deep person. So I like to get to the meat of everything.
You can't say that though, because someone may be as deep as
okay,
you,
so let me explain Rob's. Let me. Can you highlight the comment, V? Or matter of fact, I'll look for it.
Pin it.
He said the women need to be strong because most of the Black men are locked up or not around to support our Black women. Now, let me elaborate on that. Systematically, I'm not blaming just the system for our issues in the Black community because I'm not that type of person. I like to, say it's our fault for doing what we do, but at the same time, the system pretty much helped the black community to where it's at, which is fucked up. We are in and out of prison. We can't get jobs, so we're in the streets hustling to put food on the table. So a lot of the times, black men are not around. Just because we're not in the household does not mean we're not taking care of our businesses as men and fathers. So women feel that they need to be strong and independent because the man is rarely around. So they have to take care of the house. So they have to be strong to do that. So really, like I said, in the 70s, like a lot of shit happened, and black men are getting locked up at an alarming rate to separate the black man and the black woman. And now a lot of us as men and women do not see that really the system is working us against each other. They don't see that. And so it's always going to be, men ain't shit. Black women, we're strong. We don't need no man for anything. The system is working that against us. That's what it is. What's up, V?
So are we now saying, I just want to be very clear, that the system is now also another reason as to why women need to be strong and independent? So it's the system's fault and not the actions of the individuals that ended up in the system?
Wait, what? Say it again.
Oh, I understand what she's saying. She's saying that it's the system's fault and not necessarily the ones who put themselves in the system. But here's the thing: we got to remember how it is systemized. A white man and a black man could do the same exact crime. The white man is able to get community service, while the black man is doing 5 to 10 years. So that's how it's systematically done to separate the black family.
Right.
So yeah, you're right, Nia. V, we've done things, black men, and I'm saying we've, I'm putting myself in there. Not that I'm doing bad things, but I don't want to separate myself from my people. Black men have done things, all right, that may have warranted arrest or incarceration, right? Mm-hmm. But the system doesn't provide the same allowances for freedom as it does for black men as it does for other demographics. So now, in the 90s, right? In the 90s, all right, 3 strikes for a weed possession in California got you life in jail, like life in prison.
Yeah.
For weed possession, if you got caught 3 times, that's 3 strikes. So it's tough. And plus, a lot of black families couldn't afford high-priced lawyers. So now the system, which is supposed to be blind, is favorable to those who have money. All right. If you have money to hire a nice lawyer who's buddies with the judge, then you're more likely to get off. But if you're using, public defenders to defend your case, they're working with the DA and they get a kickback based on you being convicted for a certain amount of time to be arrested. That's how the system is keeping black families apart. But we can go even deeper than that if that's going to go into a whole different show.
Shanita.
Thank you, V. Dre, I appreciate your response. Real, I appreciate your response as well. Thank you for explaining that. I have a question, however. We, in V's Celebration Live, we were talking about individual experiences that didn't really have anything to do with incarceration in the system and all of that. What is the men's individual reasons as to why women feel like they need to be independent? Is it solely on, not solely, is it the reasons that you all just explained, hip hop and the system? Or what about the individual himself? Does he have anything to do with the way he treats his black woman?
Okay, of course, how he treats his black woman is on him. How you respond to how he treats you is on you. So I'm not really understanding your question. Can you explain that again? What you're asking?
Is it the man's Black men's individual treatment to his Black woman. One of the reasons why Black women need to feel like they are independent.
Yeah.
And you said how we respond to that is on us.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
Okay,
I wanted to know. Thank you.
so Neil would like to know, with all that being said, why is it bad?
I'm sorry, we're not answering any question from Nia unless she's coming up. Camera on. No, Nia.
Nia,
You
they
got a
trying to give
question?
you a hard time, girl.
You got a question, my sister? Click that link. You know what? Why don't you pin that link? Pin
How
it.
do I pin anything?
You see the three dots?
Just tap on it.
No, you see
No,
the three
I
dots?
can't just tap on it. It's not letting me do that. I clicked
You
on
gotta-
the three.
If you click on the three dots and then hit pin,
It doesn't give me pin options. Hold
it
on.
doesn't. Oh wow.
No, it gives me three dots. Gives me report, remove, put user in timeout, hide
For
user
yourself?
on this channel,
For yourself?
add moderator. Oh, for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't try and
you
do
see where you
me.
put your link, the StreamYard link?
Hold on, let me go. Nia, they won't let you get your question answered unless you come up.
And
I don't even know what a question is anyway.
Yeah.
It just tells me remove, Dre.
Oh, that's weird. All right. I'm sorry about that. So, all right, we'll give her this one, I guess.
What was her question?
With all that being said, why is it a bad thing for women to be independent? See,
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Let me say this. If you are a single Black woman, it's a good thing to be strong and independent. You need to be that. Like, that's like no choice. You have to be that. You understand? But you need to kick that mentality out when you're in a relationship, because you need to be interdependent on each other in a relationship. Interdependent, not dependent, not independent, interdependent. That means you depend on him, he depends on you. Even though you both can do things on your own, you got to depend on each other as well.
Yeah, and I mentioned before also that after hearing you guys in that live, my position has evolved. There's some things that I still don't understand, and I told you guys that, and I'll admit that, because I guess and there's some biases there. You know, I come from the school of thought where we're better together, you know, as a community and in relationships. So it's hard for me to get around that independence term. Now, if you're alone and you have to survive independently, I support that. If you've been in a situation, and I mentioned this also, I fully understand this, where you've been in a situation where you've been mistreated and now you have to learn how to stand on your own, you know, like I support that. Like that's beautifully independent. So I don't have any problems at this point of anybody saying that they're independent.
Okay. Craig Jones said, before you ask your question, let me just read Craig's comment before it goes. They said that's a big reason, Shanita, why a lot of sisters feel to be strong and independent. They are tired of the physical and mental abuse over the years, and this is why a lot of them stay single or go the other way.
So can I say something to that? Who said that for one? Who said that first?
Craig Jones.
Craig said that. Okay, so I agree with that. But never mind, I'm not even gonna turn that around. Go ahead, continue.
Go ahead, turn it around.
No, I'm not gonna do it because it's not about that. So let's continue. Go ahead.
See, now I do want to say this.
Like, this is the male's perspective.
I think,
I
do wait before you, because this may I do want, like, this is why it's difficult for us to talk, because when we repeated what was mentioned in that live about women saying that they had to be independent because of past treatments, part of your response was, well, why can't we just be independent just because we want to be independent?
Well, I guess it kind of ties into my question. Real was asking, Real Talk 87 King of Content, what he was asking before.
I feel the shade like that.
Asshole.
A cloud just covers the whole sun. That's
Is
far
that not your name? Is that not your name? I just want to.
That
I
is my.
want to. Right, and I want people to know who you are. So that's why I say your name in its entirety. So,
All right,
Come in, Shanita.
go ahead. Go ahead. What's up?
you all say that it's so. I have it written down here that you say. I've been taking notes. You know, I'm on page 2 now. You say that you don't have a problem with a woman being independent if she's single, but when she's in a relationship, however, that they need to pretty much work together in a relationship and be interdependent on each other.
interdependent.
Right? Interdependent on each
Interdependent.
other. So my question is, what is your definition of relationships? Because according to Harrison family laws, when you're single, even though you're in a relationship, you're still technically single.
Mhm.
I put it like this. Shanita,
So,
can I answer that real quick?
yeah.
My definition of a relationship is if you are living under the same roof, you are in a relationship. That's what it is.
So even though I am single and not married by law, I still need to be dependent on the person that I'm with.
Interdependent. It's not dependent, it's
Excuse me. I'm
interdependent.
sorry. I didn't mean to misspeak. I need to be interdependent on the person that I'm with, even though I am textbook single.
Yes, because this is how I feel. I know how Dre feels about, marriage and all that. I really don't believe in the legally married, as in, going to the courthouse or getting married and all that. I believe shit. If you with somebody, y'all live under the same roof and y'all both have a mental and mutual understanding that y'all are in a relationship. I feel if y'all feel like y'all are married mentally, you're married. That's how I feel. So that's
Mental
my opinion on
marriages.
that. Mental marriage, yeah,
marriage.
because they did that. They did that in biblical times. They ain't have no courthouses or actual contracts that you were married. They were married according to God. So,
And other people understood this mental marriage.
yeah.
So,
And if I can add,
go ahead, Dre.
so
What's up, Dre?
it's like asking this. And this is a rhetorical question. You're in a relationship, okay? Whatever you define your relationship, okay? The question, if I was to ask, can you count on the person you're in a relationship with? All right. You're either going to answer yes or no. Okay. If you say yes, you can count on them and you trust them. That's an interdependent type of relationship. You guys are like two people are absolutely strong by themselves, but they're better together. That's interdependence. That's not codependence, where one person is absolutely weak and all their sustenance comes from the other person in the relationship. You have two people who are strong by themselves come together and they are interdependent, not independent, not, I'm doing me, you do you. No, let's do us together. That's interdependence.
Can I ask the question?
What's up, V?
I'm trying to think about how I should word it.
Word it any way you want.
Take your time, sister.
Word it how you want, because I'm gonna answer how I want. Go ahead, V.
Why do men take so much issue with the fact of a woman being an independent woman? Why must she be interdependent? Why must she be interdependent?
Can I?
Because
Okay.
sometimes y'all saying it's like you kind of class everything in a generalization of as long as your man and a woman are together under the same roof and together and they're in a relationship, then everybody's interdependent, and that is not necessarily the truth.
Then don't be in a relationship.
Can I answer that with a question, V? So the question
Well, the
is,
question-
if you want to be independent, why get into a relationship?
Social distancing high five.
That doesn't really answer the question, but okay.
That does answer the question.
Okay. I respect that.
Okay, why do you guys take so okay, so by Webster, because we know that this goes back to Webster's dictionary.
Written by a man.
You take issue with the fact that if a woman says that she is independent, that she is basically you always ask the question to follow up, who is she dependent from? Like, who is she being independent from?
That's a good question. If I may say so myself,
That's
a
the
good
only question
question.
you guys ever state.
No, but
That's a good question.
here's the question to that though. This is the question. If she is independent in a relationship, all right, she should not depend on her boyfriend or whatever for nothing.
Maybe some women don't.
Okay.
So the question is, why even be in a relationship if you don't want to depend or be interdependent upon your mate? Why even be in a relationship?
The answer to that is that the from the female life is that sometimes you are in a relationship with people and you would like to give them your dependent self, and you depend upon said man, and said man lets you down 10 million times within that relationship. So you have no other choice but to either sink or swim. What are you going to do? You're going to be independent. Right or wrong?
Okay.
Right.
So, to say that in every relationship you should always be dependent on the other person, I'm
not even saying that.
Issue with that because I don't feel that is necessarily the case, nor should it be the case.
So wait,
I'm not saying that, V.
You know what though? I'm gonna go on the opposite of that. Yeah, the couple should be able to depend on one another. I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
That's what interdependence is. Yeah, but that's what interdependence is. We depend on each other. I can survive on my own, but because we join together and we're in this together, right? We should be able to depend on each other to get things done. Which means that, if we both agree that specific tasks are for me to handle, she needs to depend on me to handle those tasks. Okay? If not, then she's probably going to take the independent route and take control of the situation, which she's fully capable of, right? Or let's say, for instance, I have a lack, right? Let's say we're working, right? We both have amazing jobs, but you know how the workforce goes. When you're working for the man, I can get laid off, right? At one point, we're depending on each other, right? Now, my wife may have to become a little bit more. I can't even use that word independent because we're still in this together. I may have to depend on what she's bringing into the home a little bit more now while I work to get myself to the place where I need to be so that now she can depend on me once again. You guys understand what
Hold on.
Sure.
I just seen a question. My fault. I just seen a question in the chat. Hold on. Let me see this question.
Okay.
Where's it at? I just missed it.
Nia's question?
My life is Nia. Yeah. What are y'all men called going into a relationship with women? You know what I'm called? I'm called Jay. That's what I'm called. I'm called real. I don't call myself an independent, strong man. I'm Jay. Hey, how are you? I'm Jay. How are you? Who are you? I'm a strong, independent woman. Come on now. I'm Jay. Who are you?
Women still say that though now in 2020.
Listen.
Okay.
I ran across maybe one or two a couple of months back. Not like I was trying to get at them, but they were really saying this in 2020 still. So I'm just, it inspired me to talk about this shit. So
2 months later.
Just because they don't say it no more, they still have that Beyonce Destiny's Child type of attitude about it in 2020. So
yep.
But that's the thing, right? So it's okay for the man. So because the man is supposed to be the provider.
Who said who?
And
If we're sticking to the traditions of what the Black family is, that's what it is. Black men are the providers.
We're talking about
supposed to be.
Wait,
supposed to be.
So what's the topic of this conversation again?
Why do men act the way that they do?
And we started talking about independence and how men feel about independent women, and then now we're going into okay. All right, let's continue.
Well, no, we've been talking about we started this. Matter of fact, we started this.
Pull out your little
conversation.
notepad.
So first off, and why would an independent woman want a man to take that traditional role in the first place? Like that's a redundant question considering who's on the panel. Like why even ask it?
Because that's what
where
we are talking about. We were talking about why we felt the need for that to be a thing in the first place. Because
so you became independent because a man is incapable of taking care of you.
Excuse me, say that again.
So women became independent, or one of the reasons why women became independent is because the man were no longer the providers.
Those were not my words. If you got that out of that,
no, he's asking a question.
Isn't that what V said?
No, that's not what V said.
V, can you repeat that again, please?
Repeat what?
What you said before that led into the whole men are providers and men and all that stuff.
I can't even remember right now because
conveniently.
I got caught.
Conveniently forgot.
Can somebody do me a favor?
Nia
Can
would
you guys
like to know
how
men can be independent but women can't.
We didn't listen.
I'm
gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this again. If you are I'm gonna include men into this too. If you are a single woman or a single man, it's a must that you be independent. That's a must, without a doubt. When you get into a relationship with a woman or a man, you need to drop that fucking independent mindset and role and be dependent upon each other. Interdependent. Period. Don't twist up words. That's what it is.
I have to read Craig's comment. Craig Jones said, I'm not going to lie, but brothers like to have a woman depending on them so they can control them, and that's not right. Craig, where were you on Thursday night?
I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. I agree with that.
See, this is why me and Craig get along.
You guys
okay, look, okay, wow. Okay, hold on. Let me say something. I'm not even disagreeing with what the brother said. I agree with that. However, I've always said, if you can go back and watch all my videos, I like a strong, independent woman. I do not like a gold digger. I do not like somebody who always has to depend on me every time. I don't like that. I never liked it. So, like, of course, I agree with what he said.
But you guys,
I don't want power. I never want power, especially over my own woman. Who does that? Besides an insecure man.
Now,
so my question is,
can we stay at the insecure man for a second? Just to respond, because he's right. There are some men out there who definitely like to have that control, right? But let's do some quick psychoanalyzation of these said men. One, they're insecure. Two, they depend on weaker-minded women to make them feel better. So in essence, he's depending on her as well. He's not independent. He's not strong. He's insecure. He's a child. All right. And there are brothers out there like that.
That's interesting.
Hey, V. Hold on, V. Hey, tell Mia. Hold on. Whoa, no, not Nita. Hold on. Before you can respond to me. Hold on. Okay, yeah, but hold on. Tell Mia, because she's in the chat right now. She got a lot to say. Tell her to come up here, and whatever she got against me, we can talk about that. That's what I need to tell her. Come up here so we can talk.
Okay, Mia. He would like you to come up.
No, not Nia. I'm not saying Nia. I'm saying Mia. Some new. I ain't seen her before. Mia. Yeah, tell her if she got an issue with what I'm saying, she come up here and we can talk about it. Because I'm not gonna do this back and forth. But that's how I am. I'm very aggressive. She said real talk needed to sit down somewhere. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Mia said real talk need to go sit down somewhere. So Mia, why do I need to sit down somewhere? I'm sitting in my chair right now in my patio. So you sit your ass down in that chat and let grown folks talk. Period.
Oh my.
Okay, now continue.
You're a little
Mia,
angry bird
let me-
today, aren't
Continue.
you?
Mia, let me
I don't put up with no fucking trolls. I don't put up with trolls and they bullshit. I don't put up
She's
with
not a
trolls and they
troll.
bullshit at all.
She's not a troll.
She is a troll.
Mia,
I don't give a
Mia.
fuck. She a troll.
Well, let me address it. You asked me to
If she want to talk, to me, tell her to come up here and talk.
Okay,
I don't think she's being a troll per se.
Mia?
She's just saying her opinions.
Exactly. Mia, if you would like to join the ladies on the panel, please feel free to do so. Do not worry because, you know, it is the sexes battling it out. Sometimes the sexes don't agree, but it is the sexes. So you still have myself and Shanita if you feel comfortable. Then
And
please
even if the
click on that
conversation
link.
does get a little hot, it's still all love. So,
All love, guys.
Mia,
We
you don't have to
argue
worry
all
about.
the time. Every
Yeah,
single
come through.
week we argue, and then we get off this stream and we talk and
argue
we're
more.
laughing. We argue more, but then we talk and we laugh. Okay, and we tell each other we love each other. Okay, I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, you do.
Haitian QT said, because a lot of times when women show her independence,
Wait, stop. 1 second. Mia said she got her back. They're both coming on the panel. Drop the link. Let's see if she really got her sisters back.
She ain't gonna do it. She ain't coming on.
Dre's so messy
Nia
today.
She not coming on.
You know,
Nia will.
don't care.
Hold on. I love Nia. Nia, that's my sis. Now, anybody else who got some shit to say but don't want to click that link, just stay in the chat and be quiet. Don't say nothing about real talk. I'm just saying because I know how I feel about independent women. I love independent women. Every woman I got before we got together, they were an independent woman. So cut that shit. All right.
So I have a question. Real talk, 87 King of Content.
I cut you off.
What's up?
Why do you love an independent woman? You don't have a problem with them. Then why is it that when she says she's an independent woman, it's a problem?
It's not a problem. I told you what my issue was with them. Remember, I said it. I was talking about different. I was talking about to the chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's the women who always got to open up and say, "I'm a strong, independent woman." Those are usually the ones who are not really that because they relying on government assistance. You're not independent. You got to rely on the government to hand you shit. Those are normally the ones who are vocal about them being strong and independent. You're not really that. That's what I was referring to.
So I want to have a follow-up question. Is that okay?
Yeah. I just wanted to read some comments before so go. You follow up. That's fine. I just didn't want the comments to get lost. Go ahead.
So you were talking about in your video 2 different types of independent women. If you look over to Candy V, what is it? At Candy V, you would say that she's an independent woman, correct?
Wait, what was the question? Nah, for real. What was the question?
She said you said that I was an independent woman. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So if let's just say for the sake of this conversation that you and her were to be in a relationship and she says, I'm an independent woman, and you recognize that she's an independent woman, would you then have a problem with that?
I would, but not for the reason you say. The reason why I would feel it's a turn off for me is because, the reason why it would be a turn off for me is because that shows your cockiness, and I don't like people who are cocky. That's a turn off for me. Like, okay, be humble. That's how I feel about it. Sit your ass down and be humble. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure V wouldn't. My bad. I'm sure V wouldn't like me saying, oh, I'm this, I'm so handsome, I got this, I got all this every time, even though she know I got the shit. If I keep saying it, that would be a turn off for her. So
you don't have a problem with her being independent, but you have a problem with her saying she's independent.
Constantly saying it, continuously saying it, because it shows that you are not humble. Like, be humble. I like humble people. You understand? So
I
humbleness
just
is a,
wanted to
is a
clear
good
that up.
trait
So
for
you
me.
have a problem with women saying that they're independent. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I think it's also people who constantly says it feels the need to prove themselves to other people that they are it. Don't prove yourself to anybody. Just be about your business. That's it.
Well,
Right.
I take slight issue. I understand that, and yes, I see what you're saying. I don't necessarily go around and say every 5 seconds, "Oh, well, I'm a strong, independent black woman. I'm a strong, independent black woman." I don't do that. However, every time I'm posed the question or asked the question, then yes, I will say that I am a strong, independent black woman. And I still feel that way. Even if I'm in a relationship, I still feel that I am still a strong, independent black woman. And I think Mia said it nicely when she said being independent is not just about what a man can do for you. It's more than that. For me, it's a state of mind. And that's what we were
I agree
trying to
with that.
say.
First off, being independent has nothing to do with what a man can do for you.
Mm-mm.
Then you're not independent. So she's
Okay,
absolutely right.
girl.
It has nothing to
I
do with
agree.
it.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. But like, what I want you guys to cling onto is the fact that it's more than that. It is a state of mind. It's more of it's an like we were trying to explain the other day. It's an empowerment thing for us. It's more of the fact that, you know what, I work hard. I'm proud to work hard, and I can do for myself. And it's not that we don't, like we keep saying, it's not that we don't want or need a man. It ain't that. Okay, because we still need y'all. You're right. But at the same time, if I want to buy something for myself, I can buy it, and I don't have to ask you for a damn dime.
So
And that should not be a problem. And men should celebrate that
I'm gonna step on
instead
a
of
few toes,
finding it
and I'm gonna make some people angry.
intimidating.
You guys are about to be upset with me, right?
Oh,
When we're not.
Why is it acceptable for it to just be a state of mind? Hey Mia, so
Hey
get me out. Get me out.
Hey, boo! Welcome to my stream. I love the pride and naturalness. Yes,
Look.
sis.
You're
Yes.
still kind of.
Never mind the
Come
pretty
on,
chocolate woman to
Mia.
the left of me. Can I just
Okay.
Can I just
Okay. Sorry, we interrupted.
Jen's still talking.
Ray, please tell us.
all of a sudden got absolutely flustered over the pretty natural sister to the left of me. Like, can I finish?
I'm real.
Damn. What's up?
Look, and now he's all nice. You see that? See, Mia makes an appearance. Sorry, Dre.
Listen, let me hold on. Before,
And now real
hey,
life.
hold on. Before Dre finishes, my fault, Dre, because we all rudely interrupted you, Dre. Mia, you're on now. Hey, don't take what I said personal. It's just that damn. I feel like people are just misquoting what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, damn, y'all don't see what I'm saying. So okay, well,
Mia,
fuck it.
Mia,
There's an echo.
Yeah.
Mia, can you maybe turn off one of your
YouTube.
mute?
Mute your YouTube video.
What I'm saying. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you may have
Yeah,
to
mute
mute.
the YouTube.
Okay, damn, y'all see what I'm saying?
Video.
So, okay, well, fuck it.
Like mute your laptop.
Or just mute the YouTube video. You have two links open at the same time. Go to the YouTube tab and mute that.
Guys,
That's better.
There you go.
can you hear me though?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that.
No
Real,
worries.
I did not take what you said personal. Actually, I love a heated debate. However, I was just like expressing myself
Where's
when
that
you
accent
said
from?
that.
Where's that accent from?
A woman in a relationship. What you said was like, if you live under the same roof, you consider that a relationship. And I was like, you don't have to live under the same roof with somebody to be in a relationship. There are multiple people in a relationship that are not living under the same roof, but they are in a relationship.
No,
so this
I get it.
Okay, real need to go sit somewhere because this is where you throw me off at.
No, I said that because I feel for the sake of this argument only, if you consider yourself independent, like when should you cut it off? And I said, if you, and I guess Shanita, was that you that asked that question, Shanita, about what I consider a relationship? Is that you that asked that, Shanita?
Yes.
Okay, and I said, to me, I don't know anybody else's take on relationships, but to me, if you are under the same roof, then yes, I feel it's a relationship and you should cut that, independent, how you feel about being independent off if you're under the same roof. Yes, you can still be in a relationship and not be in the same roof. I get that because I've been in a couple of those too. But just for the sake of this discussion, if you are under the same roof and you're still considering yourself independent, like, why are you even in one? You see what I'm saying? That was my whole argument.
Mia, where's that accent from?
Oh, I'm Haitian. Hi, guys.
Okay.
A lot of people Haitian.
A lot of people, yeah, it's a lot of us out there, unfortunately.
First off, I think the Haitian accent is the most beautiful accent I've ever heard.
Me too.
The most beautiful accent I've ever heard.
Thank you.
He says that now until you get into his ass later on in the debate. Okay, sorry. Okay, we're gonna go back to Dre. Dre, you was making a point, and I want to
and I think you guys are gonna be upset with me about this, and I'll take the heat for this. I don't know if to me it's not okay for being an independent woman to be a state of mind. I think it should be a state of action. I don't think that it's cool for anything to just be a state of mind, because you gotta, stop talking about it and just be about it. Like, do it.
Yeah, of course.
So being an independent woman has evidence behind it. It's not just a state of mind.
Yeah, of course.
I see what you're saying, Jay, but at the same time, I kind of feel like you guys are acting like women go around and they say it like every day, all day, every day, and that's just not the case. Like, you do not hear women
been saying it every day, all day.
We've had to, though, because of what had transpired weeks before. So this is why, because it's been a constant thing, but we literally do not walk around saying we're strong, we're independent Black women. Like I said in one of B's celebration live, or maybe it was another live, but we say we are a lot of things, and we don't have to say that we are strong. We don't have to keep saying we are beautiful. We don't have to keep saying we are confident. Just like we don't have to keep saying that we are independent Black women. We just are. Like you said, we do say that we just are. We don't literally walk around saying, I'm a strong, independent Black woman. I don't need a man for nothing. Like, we don't do that. I mean, unless maybe it's the type of women that you're around, because Real Talk 87 King of Content said that about a month or two ago that he ran into a young lady who said that. So maybe that's just her own insecurities talking here in some family vlogs, but we don't literally walk around.
To agree with Shanita, that is true, because independent women don't walk around saying that they're independent for real. Because if you're independent, your character, the way you walk, the way you portray yourself, people already know by just looking at you, damn, she's like an independent woman. So if you have somebody that keep on saying, oh, like, I'm independent, I'm this, I'm that, most likely really they are not. They just putting a front, because the person that are what they are, they don't go around and say they are. Automatically, when they walk in a room, people can tell that, okay, this person got their shit together, they're independent, because there's a way that as independent women, we portray ourselves, not just like with our friends, but in public. So that is why, like, for me, I'm like, okay, I can say right now I'm independent, but I don't go around saying, okay, I'm independent. I am in a relationship. My boyfriend is independent. He's doing his thing. But when we come together to achieve a goal, we come together and settle down. But I still consider myself independent because I'm still working. I'm doing my stuff as a woman in the relationship. And my boyfriend is doing his thing as the man in the relationship. I don't depend on him. He don't depend on me. If anything happened, something happened. It's my job for him to depend on me because something happened. He's with me. So but I'm not gonna be. I'm not independent because I am.
You just said that you don't have to depend on each other, but then said right after you have to depend on each other.
Situation arouse. Life happened. Things happen. I'm not gonna leave him just because something happened, right? So what is the issue for me saying that, okay, I am independent because I am individually, I am independent.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is where I think the problem kind of aroused. Yeah, individually, you need to be independent in the relationship. You don't have to be depending on someone. Because if you do, then what happens when that relationship fails? It doesn't work. So what are you going to do? So I think independent together, you are stronger. The relationship is stronger. So that's how I view when somebody come up and saying, okay, like, yeah, you are independent. It's a good thing to be an independent. For me.
Yeah, but I think you're describing an interdependent relationship, though.
Yeah, she is. That's what that is.
It's how they want you to say it. Huh?
No, that's what it is.
It's the wording for them.
That's what it is.
I think this is a very important point that has been made in the chat that I just need to read real quick. And it's from Shonette Williams. And she said, a strong, independent Black woman can be silent, single, in a relationship, or any other form.
I agree. Absolutely. 100%, Shonette.
Mm-hmm.
Shonette, the men do not believe that an independent woman can be in a relationship.
The question we have is, if you want to be an independent woman, why be in a relationship?
We are women. We are women. We need the men love.
Okay,
the love, the attention. We are women.
Let me ask you guys this, right? And it came from Neil. It's a very good question.
Very
so
good
if
question.
we're about it and not think about it, I think it'll be a problem. How would you men feel if we start paying for everything? Wouldn't you feel lesser than a man, though?
I'm sorry. I think your microphone is on mute. I didn't hear a word you said. I think
you heard exactly what she said.
Asked that herself.
You heard exactly
what I said.
Nia said what?
Okay, let's do the roles reverse. Okay, and then it's the women that are always constantly paying for stuff. How would y'all as men feel?
I wouldn't like it because that's out of my element. It's out of my element to be, completely dependent on a woman. Like that's not me. So,
but see, in a marriage, all our money go together anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like
not in every marriage. Some people still keep their accounts.
Okay, so this is
prenup.
That's on them. Like what I'm saying is
prenuptial agreements.
To me, and prenups is different than like pooling your finances together. Prenup and prenuptial agreements necessarily isn't a bad thing. Also, depending on how it's formulated, that's a whole different show. We could talk about how most couples, I believe, should consider prenuptial agreements, but not like how people perceive it to be. It's not always a bad thing. But like for me, right, my wife and I are pulling our finances together. We're working together in this marriage. All right. We're not going to we may have separate accounts, but it's not going to be like your money first goes in your own separate account. And then, we may have a savings account together. Like that's not the type of relationship I want to be in because it doesn't promote togetherness in everything. Okay. So let's say if I go out to eat, right, and I'm paying for it with my debit card, right, she could probably pay it from her debit card too, because our accounts are linked together. So certain things like that, like if we're married and she wants to take me out on a date, I'm probably paying for that date too. So, in a marriage relationship, we are very interdependent on one another, whether I'm taking her out and I initiate it or she does.
So let's just say for the sake of this conversation that you have your separate accounts and she uses her card from her account to pay for you all's dinner. Mm-hmm. How would that make you feel?
And we're married?
Sure.
It's still a team effort. Like I wouldn't feel any type of way. If it's always, then I would feel like it's unfair for her. But if we're married, it's not a problem for me.
GKH.
Write that down.
Please do.
GKH Foundation said, can you guys describe independent in this context?
There's only one. Go ahead, Dre.
That was I didn't say that. I didn't make that sound. Somebody else made the sound.
That was Shanita.
Yeah.
I know, but go ahead, Dre, because I don't want to say
So-
that again.
All right. So independent is somebody who is able who stands alone. Okay, they stand alone. Okay, and they're strong and good by themselves. Okay, they don't they to survive. There's very little that they need from anybody else. When you're in a relationship, you become interdependent, which means that you got two strong individuals that are able to stand alone by themselves, coming together to be interdependent on one another in the relationship, working together in the relationship. At that part, they are interdependent. So you have two strong individuals capable of living alone by themselves without need for anybody else that are coming together, pooling their resources and working together to make their relationship happen and successful.
So it has to be.
Why don't
that
you
they're
come up here,
pulling
Anita, and read the
together,
question yourself?
and it has
Hey,
to be.
V,
There has to be dependent. Like that's the thing. Men still need. There has to be dependent next to the woman. Like it can't. The woman can't be independent. The woman
Man
still
is
needs to be
interdependent too.
dependent.
No, the man is
Hey,
too.
V, ask Nia's question, V. Ask Nia's question
Wait, hold
that
on.
she asked for me. Ask her
If
question.
you want women to stroke your ego, can't we get the same without having to lose the
Not that
position?
question. Not that
She
question.
said,
The
she
question
said,
she asked
okay,
for me.
real. She said, okay, real. So if that's not your kind as a man for a woman to pay for things, then don't make her have to depend on you.
Okay, Nia, to answer that, let me say something. Nia asked the question, if the roles were reversed and the woman paid for everything in a relationship, how would that make me feel? I would not like that because that's not my role as a man to depend constantly on a woman. That's why I said in a relationship, a man and a woman should be able to depend on each other. So, no.
I'm still waiting, right? I'm like I still take issue with the fact that men have an issue with women being independent, wanting to be independent, because they take it as if a woman says she's independent, she don't need me, and that's just it. That really
No, my
grinds
thing
my
is-
gears. That's how y'all
Here's
feel.
my thing.
That's
I
how
don't-
it is. However,
What's up, V?
Ain't nothing else in that
I'm letting you
cup.
finish.
Drinking air.
I done lost my train of thought. Go ahead,
My
Real.
thing is, like I said, I love a strong, independent woman. However, if you still if we become together and you still have that mindset that you're still this strong, independent woman, which is cool because you need to be that. If we break up, then go back out into the world and you still have to have that same mentality. That's cool. But like I said, I love a strong, independent woman. So I don't know why V keeps saying that we don't like a strong, independent woman. I've been said I love them. That's not an issue because I don't want a woman to continually have to rely on me all the time. Because I'm not your daddy. I'm not your babysitter. I'm none of that. So yes, I love them. We need to depend on each other though if we're in a relationship.
So
But if
what's
she
your
tells
problem
you she's
exactly?
independent, you have an issue with that. If she tells you she's
Huh?
independent, but you have an issue with her stating the fact that she's independent.
No, let's
Yeah,
stating at
because
all.
like I
Wait.
said, my issue is
Wording
not.
is important. Wording is important, real. Not stating the fact that she's independent. We don't know that. Her stating it, period. So let's not use words like fact. She may not be.
Yeah, my thing is,
You know
it's
her
not
to
even the
be,
fact
though.
that she's
You got
even
no
saying.
relationship with her.
My thing is not even the fact that she's always saying she's independent. It's not even, she can say anything about herself. It's just the fact that it shows her cockiness. Like you can say up and down, V, like I know you're a beautiful woman, but if you're always saying I'm beautiful, I can get any man I want, and we're in a relationship, I'm not gonna like that. Even though I know you are and I know you can. If you're always saying it, I'm not gonna like it. So that goes with anything because it shows your cockiness. I don't like people who are
that's
cocky.
because it's not stroking your ego, correct?
No, it's not even. No, it ain't got to do with that because I don't like my ego stroke. To be honest with you, I'm not that type of guy. I don't like that either. Because I'm
So,
like I said,
so why is it that
if
a woman can't be cocky, but it's okay for a man to be cocky?
see, I was going to answer that.
So,
Me,
so
I
that
am
is
not
an
a.
equal opportunity.
Whoa, hold on. No. Because
Turn it
I
back. I
never.
want to turn that back. I want to turn it back on you guys. But go ahead, say it real quick.
Men
Real.
are cocky all the time. What do you mean? I mean, that's
Go ahead,
nothing to
please
us.
respond, real, and then I'm gonna go right after you.
V, for one,
Okay, calm down.
I require the same thing that if I am a humble person, I expect that from my mate as well. I don't want her being cocky because I'm not a cocky person. That's not me. So I expect her not to be that because I don't like it. I'm not that, and I don't like that from somebody else either. That's just how I am. So when you ask us questions, don't ask us questions to generalize all men because first of all, that don't describe me, and I'm sure that don't describe Harrison either. So you can't ask us that. You got to ask somebody who's actually that type of person. So
No, she was
go ahead,
asking
Drake.
me just clarification. Okay, I digress.
Let me put this on. You got on a date. You're with somebody, and this dude goes off on how great he is. You know how much money he has, how many cars he got, the type of job he has. You know, women fall head over heels for him, but you should feel lucky because you're on a date with him and all that stuff. He's showing all this cocky vibe and all that stuff. How would that make you feel on a date? Would
So
you
can you
enjoy
repeat
that?
that question, Dre?
You weren't even listening, host.
I was responding.
multitasking.
Yeah, I was.
You're on a date. You're on a date, and this man, right? And yeah, he could be, you know, tall, dark, and handsome, and all that good stuff. But he's telling you he's tall, dark, and handsome. He's telling you he got money. He's telling you girls seem to like him, and you know he doesn't have a problem getting girls. He's got cars, and he's got, you know, a nice house and a crib, and you should feel privileged to be on a date with him right now. How would that make you feel?
I mean,
he's
did he have to say
committed.
the end part?
What?
How would that make you feel?
So,
I could care less what you have, to be honest. That's just me as the type of female
I
that
agree.
I am. I could care less about what
agree.
you have. So you just stroking your
I
own
agree.
ego at this point.
I agree. And let's flip that.
But
But
but realistically, like that was like a general what if, but realistically, what man is really saying that? And if they do, like those words that you just said, it sounds like to me that when you hear, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Harrison Family Blogs, it sounds like to me that when you hear a woman say that she's independent, the flip side of that is a man saying, I'm all of the things that you just said. I got my own whatever. I got.
I'm addressing the cocky. No, I'm only addressing what Kenley V said about being cocky. That's what I'm talking about.
So the equivalent of a woman being independent to a man is a man saying he's cocky.
No, she said that we don't like women who are cocky or something to that effect.
No, I said, why is it that it's okay for a man to be cocky, but it's not okay for a female to be cocky?
So my question is, it's not okay for women to feel cocky, be cocky, and it's not okay for men to be cocky. That's what I'm trying to prove. So asking us a question, and it's like, it's not okay. Just like it's not okay for a man to be cocky. So that's where that question's coming from. It has nothing to do with the whole independent black woman.
Andrea, welcome to the stream.
Hello, how y'all doing today?
Hey.
We're doing good. I know you have a question for Harrison.
What's going on,
because I'm just confused about Mr. Harrison, and I'm just trying to figure out, you know, he says one thing, and I'm just trying to figure out what's the issue, because he said I'm listening to him, and he says that, you know, we can't be cocky, but y'all brothers are really cocky. Y'all let us know what you got, what you do got, and what it is. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. But I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Is it okay if you was married for you to for your wife to y'all pay 50-50? Because that's what brothers want now. I'm just asking the question. Do you want 50-50? Because if you want 50-50, I was always told a man must protect and provide. If 50-50, how you providing? Because I'm providing the household too.
So
I'm just asking the question.
I'll ask it like this. So if she's working right? And she
Mhm.
expects me to pay everything, she
Uh-huh.
can go ahead and find somebody else. She's not going to make me pay for all the bills, and then whatever she makes is hers alone. That's not smart, and that's not good on the man. So if
That's
she's
actually stupid.
it is very stupid. If she's working, no matter how much she makes, she can make $13 an hour.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
We pool our money together because we work for the family, not for each other, for the family. All right. So if she's not working and we found out it was best for her to stay home, of course, the majority of the bills, if not all of the bills, will fall on me. And it's not a problem. What I'm saying is if she's working and earning money and expecting me to pay for everything, and she has a separate account for her direct deposit goes in, and then I have a separate account where my direct deposit go in and I pay for everything, that's not beneficial to a relationship. That doesn't promote togetherness. Now, if she's working, we pool all the money together and we pay all the bills from that pool.
Okay, so I got a scenario. I'm just gonna put this out there on the line. Let's keep it 100. You want me to keep it 100 with you?
Keep it a
I
buck.
had a husband, okay, and he had a separate account and I had my separate account, okay? But the point was, he made more money than me. He paid majority of the bills. Now I did help, but he didn't really require me to pay the majority. Require me to pay because we had kids. And so what he said is, Dre, I pay the bills and you take care of the kids. But at the same time, is when he left my ass, he left me halfway poor and left me with 10. He left with 10,000 and didn't tell me. So how you gonna promote?
I'm sorry, that
How
wasn't
you
funny.
gonna
My
promote?
bad.
How you gonna promote? I just want to know how you gonna promote togetherness and when you keeping your shit separate. I'm just asking the question.
I agree. That's why I wouldn't keep my stuff separate. I agree with you. Like I would not. And the thing is, I don't recommend couples to do it that way because usually, if finances is one of the reasons why a lot of couples get divorced.
Yes.
There's a lot of hiding. There's a lot of hiding when you have separate accounts. People hide. That opens up some doors for a man or a woman to do private things like go out with somebody and not have any checks and balances. Actually, having a joint account also hold each other accountable to unfaithfulness in the marriage.
True. But I watched my father and watched my father when my mother was at home and she was taking care of 7 kids and he made he made all the money. My mom had to beg, so I didn't like that shit either. So I have seen 2 different scenarios of a man supposed to protect and provide, and that shit didn't work.
Let's say this, right? So I'm going to paint for you a scenario. A woman is staying at home with the kids. A man makes like $150K a year, right? All right. Now, if he's a real husband, the desire togetherness, he understands that whatever she's doing at home is necessary. And whether or not she's bringing money into the home, whatever he's earning is household income. It's something that they share, whether or not she's working or not. Okay. So in an ideal situation, and this is how I recommend couples to do it if one is staying at home. All right. If he's the only one working, he's paying all the bills. All right. There is an equal percentage of money that you guys will separate for each other. All right. An equal percentage, not, who gets more because he's earning the money. So let's say, for instance, it's sort of, I call it like a couple's allowance that is equal, right? He's earning $150K a year. After the bills are done for the month, let's figure out what's left over, and we separate that equally so that we can do whatever we want with the money. So this is like a deeper conversation. Yeah.
No, it's good conversation. Go. Yes,
Can I say this? Can I say this real quick?
Wait, was you reading the chat?
No, I wasn't reading the chat. What the chat's? I'll read that later. But hold on. Listen. Okay, it's been said that men have to be the provider and the protector. I agree with the protecting part. But that whole stigma came about before the woman could actually work. So women can work now and are able to provide now, but the man still get this stigma that we have to provide. Why is that? I believe if we're both working, we both should be able to provide equally.
Well, there's some men who
But this is why
to provide a role.
Well, real, I think that the challenge of equally providing is couples may not.
I'm not saying I believe in 50-50. I don't believe in that 50-50 shit. I believe that y'all decide who pays what, whatever. It ain't gotta be 50-50. It could be 70-30 or 90-10, whatever. However, depending on what y'all make, y'all decide what y'all want to do. It's y'all relationship, do whatever. My relationship is, if I'm the only one working, then yes, I got to provide 100%. If me and her are working, we need to decide on what we should pay for.
If I could address Modest Nation, she said that it's written in the Bible as far as a man being a provider. I think that's what she's saying. All right, and usually what people tend to miss is the whole Proverbs 31 woman, and how
exactly.
the Proverbs 31 woman was a woman who brought finances. She had a business, and she was adding financially to the home. So it's there's people look at things. The Bible says that a man needs to be a provider,
and that's what I don't like.
Can I just read one comment? Can I just read one?
Yeah, but hold on. Can I say this real quick, V? I don't like that when people want to Bible thump and talk about, they want to pull stuff out the Bible that suits with their argument, but they don't want to read the other stuff that goes with it. But go ahead, V.
A very wise woman in the chat said, "Shoot, I'm waiting for the men to want to be full providers. Mm-hmm. What happened to babe? I've got all the bills. You keep your money. Where are those men at?"
Yep. Yeah.
And you know what?
First off, independent black women wouldn't want a man like that.
Them men are gone now.
No, that's not what independent is.
Want us to be dependent upon them. So, where are those men at? Where's this 50-50 coming into this? Like, this whole, yeah, babe, you pay half the bills, I pay the other.
Wait, hold on. Because I didn't even hear what you said. Where's what man at?
Oh, Lord. I said, this is a comment.
What's wrong with your StreamYard?
I told you my StreamYard be fucking up. I told you that. Hours ago, my StreamYard be fucking up.
Wait, what? You ain't listening to
what was said, though?
Okay, this is the comment. Shoot, I'm waiting for the men to want to be full providers. What happened to babe? I've got all the bills. You keep your money. Where those men at?
Man, listen. Like I just said, if I am the only one working, then yes, I am going to be the full provider. But if we're both working, what are you going to be doing with your money?
Okay,
really?
But why does it?
I can answer.
To be that if she's working, why is it not? I want to be the man of my house.
Because when men were because the thing is this. See, and this is the problem with the world now. When they were saying men were supposed to be full providers, the world, not just black folks, the world. When they said men are the providers, that was before the woman was even allowed to work. That's why we were the full providers. Now that women are working, y'all need to provide too. That's my point.
Let me stop. No. Can I say something, please?
Oh my God.
I don't. That's got to be one of the most selfish comments or questions. Like, exactly. How are you going to be? How are you going to say that you love your family, and then want to try to find a man that will pay for everything, and then tell you keep
because
your
men
money?
Want to be the alphas, right? Like men want to be the alpha. They want to be the head of the household, provider. They want the women. They don't want women to really be independent.
Okay,
they want them to still depend on them to some extent. See, this is the thing with y'all men, right? It's kind of cookie cutter. It's like, as long as it fits in this little box, then yeah, it's perfect. Like, it's gonna work. But as soon as she starts stepping out and doing something different, oh no, this ain't gonna work for us. Like, no, she's taking it a bit too far now. I mean,
so listen to it though.
Is it in the man wanting to be the provider and to look after his household? What's the problem with that? Why can she not keep her own money?
Why would she want to?
Exactly.
Why would she not want to?
No.
But
oh my gosh.
Can I go in there though? I kind of see what V's saying too sometimes, because the men can be working, right, and paying all the bills. But if you have the correct woman, she can be using that money for things like investment, or other things. It's not like she's gonna go out shopping and spending the money on other things, but she probably can be using the money on taking care of the kids or investing the money in something that maybe that can be towards something. So if you're gonna be okay, say, okay, I'm with a man and he's like, okay, babe, I got the bills, I'm paying everything. As a smart woman, I'm not gonna be like every week I'm gonna go shopping. Yeah, I got my money, it's my money. A smart woman will take that money, invest that money, save that money for later on if something happens.
That's assumptions, though.
She
That's
can-
I
assumptions.
agree, but
No,
that sounds
Now it's
no.
not assumptions.
No, no.
No. Now it's not assumptions. Now it's we should be able to do what we want with our money. And now that she says that, now it's that's what she should be doing.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
that sounds nice. That sounds nice, but being realistic, like Shanita said, being realistic, is that really gonna happen? Really?
It depends on the type of woman you
No.
have with you, though.
If.
It depends on
The
the
type of woman that you get with, then no, that's not going to happen, sir.
Okay, listen, hold on.
As women, but if you find the right woman, dear sir, you will have that.
Wait, hold on 1 second, right? Diane said
The right woman
Diane
won't make
said,
that.
hold on, let me read a comment. Diane said, we provide cooking, cleaning, laundry, changing
Oh my God.
diapers, and sex. And sex.
Anything that don't
Those
require
chores-
spending money, right?
All those chores deserve women to be getting paid.
Anything
Okay?
that don't require spending money, right? Right? Come on now.
Okay, but what?
That sounds
Wait, hold
nice.
on. So you trying to tell me that you don't feel that a housewife deserves something in return for that? Because that's
No,
a whole
she
job.
does.
That's a whole
She does, but listen, if you want to be just a housewife, be just a housewife and don't work. Just be a housewife.
Hey, mother.
Let me know when you're
Hey,
coming out.
Modest.
Hi everybody. Hello.
How
So I
are
have
you?
a question. I have a question for you guys. I heard you guys say that if the lady is working, then she should give. If you are able to pay all the bills, why do you require that the woman has to do something? Why?
Because she
Then
works.
she doesn't have to work.
If she works, she needs to do something. That's why.
Yeah. She shouldn't work then.
But why? I mean, if you can afford it, why don't just pay the bills? If
Can
you
she
are
afford it?
earning
That's what a relationship is for. What you mean?
Oh, wow.
Mm. Wow.
This is
Listen.
this
That's
what
is
relationship
the
is
male
for.
sex is like in this day and age.
wow.
This ain't even.
No, wait,
Look,
wait.
I'm not even getting on the women. I'm saying, look, women needed to. The women wanted the right to work for a reason, correct? So if you working and you in a relationship, why do you want to just hold on to your money for?
And can I ask a question also about the topic of independent? Why would an independent woman want to work and then have her husband pay all the bills?
That goes against your
Because
independency,
women like
right?
to have that.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you. Thank you.
To what?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
That yeah, necessarily. Okay, if you're
No,
relying on your man to pay
necessarily.
all the bills in the
No,
house,
Sorry,
Not
I'm asking that question for an answer. Like that wasn't rhetorical.
That's
So
not
I can give you
necessarily.
an answer.
Go ahead.
I heard if someone else want to have something to say.
look,
That question has to be answered. How can an
Answer the-
independent woman want a man to pay everything in the home if they're in a relationship and not want to pay anything?
It's not that she's
I-
saying she doesn't want to pay anything. It's just saying it would
No,
be nice for her not to have to. If that's
No,
how.
no, that's not the
y'all
question. The
are
question
seeing
is,
us.
why would an
Okay.
independent woman want that? That's my question.
Why would an independent woman want what exactly? I'm trying to pull
for a man to pay for everything and her hold on
she's
to her
working.
own money.
Yes. Why
Why would an independent woman want that?
Well, I guess it's situational and how the relationship. Because I heard what we were talking about earlier, just a few minutes ago, that there's the stay-at-home wife, and then the husband he pays all of the money. If she wants to be independent anyway, then why does she want to work if the husband's taking
You're
care
not
of everything?
answering the question. You're not answering the question. You're bringing up a
Well,
different scenario.
If you give me some time, Harrison can be off, and I can off, I can answer the question for you. Or
Yeah.
it's not anything
I'll
required.
wait. Good. I'm listening.
Are you?
I am now.
Oh, so you weren't listening before.
No, I
Great.
was.
So now that you're listening, so I was in a relationship. May I get personal, dear sir?
Oh, please.
because I want to answer your question. I was in a relationship where I was a stay-at-home mom, and my husband, ex-husband, was the sole provider for us. And all I was doing was being home and being the stay-at-home mom, cooking, cleaning, watching after the kids, taking care of the household, holding that thing down. What I was getting in return was not equal treatment for myself. I was not being treated fairly because I had no say. I had no say because I was not bringing any money into the house. So now I feel like I need to go and work, because when I don't have money, I have nothing to say, and I am not heard. So now I have to go out and make some kind of money in order to feel like I contribute to this relationship, because me not contributing to this relationship financially, like Real Talk 87 King of Content said, that's what relationships are for. If you are working, you need to pay something. So, because that's what he said. If we're in a relationship and I'm working, that's what the relationship is for, and that's how it works. So now I'm in this relationship and I'm not being heard nor respected. Now I have to get a job. Now I have to make my own money, even though I am in a situation where my husband is the sole provider. Now I have to work in order for my voice to be heard, for me to feel independent. So that's why we want that.
Okay.
Was your question answered or not,
No,
Dre?
it wasn't. You didn't.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Because when you guys gave scenarios and illustrations,
the scenario wasn't.
V,
wasn't
answer the question.
That was my answer. I'm sorry that did not satisfy you, but that was my answer.
All right, thank you.
My response.
Yes, thank you.
Is that we go back to the fact that you have one definition of the independent woman, and we have a different definition of the independent woman. Mm-hmm. And our definition of the independent woman would not have a problem with a man turning around and saying that he will pay all the bills and she can keep her money.
So the definition of your definition is fluid. There's nothing concrete or solid about it. It will flow according to
fluid to who? You.
No, it's fluid to you. It becomes convenient now where, I can use the word independent any situation I'm in, because now it's nothing concrete. It's nothing that can actually be defined.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start off with this. What's your definition of an independent woman? And then I'll re-ask that question.
Oh, Jesus, help us.
No.
Help us.
I know I'm not. I know. Listen, I know I'm not wrong.
Okay.
I mean, because that's what I said. I said that the definition. I had asked this before. What is your definition of an independent woman? You don't like, well, it's just independent. It's what it says. Be independent.
Webster Dictionary.
Webster, written by men, said that's what the word independent means. Just like I said before, that let's talk about the definition of the dog. By Webster, right? By Webster, they say that a dog has 4 legs, a tail, a snout, hair or fur, long ears, long hair, short hair, right? But we often call each other dog. What's up, dog? Hey, dog, chill out, dog. Independent woman, you all feel like independent means one thing. Mm-hmm. Just like we feel independent woman means one thing. Doesn't mean that the word is fluid. Or what word did you use?
I won't. I said fluid.
Yeah,
fluid,
it's the same thing. It's the same concept here, dear sir.
No, it just seems like the definition of independence is different for each woman, right?
Yes.
Wow.
My point exactly. That's my point.
But most women use it for the same, though.
I'm just saying, independent woman can be different for every woman. Independent woman can be different for every person. Okay, it's just like I'm a beauty and eye beholder. If you think one person is gorgeous, another person might think he's not gorgeous. It's Jesus help me.
No, but you're right. So now, so that brings clarity. Now I know how to approach this conversation better.
But come on, Harrison, you know this. Come on now.
That is Never mind. I'm not gonna say that, but go ahead.
You feel like
Continue.
it is stupid, King, Real Talk 87 Cop. You feel like that is stupid, but it's not. And if you would take some
You know
time,
why? No, do you know why I feel that way?
take some time
Because
to
just like y'all
understand her.
said, just like I said, y'all only use shit to benefit. Listen, like y'all think that independent is different for every woman and all that. Y'all just trying to go around our argument. That's all y'all trying to do.
No, we're not.
No, that's
You
not.
don't
That's not
understand
true.
what independent
Because
women
what's independent to Shanita, it might be different independent to me. What's
So, but
independent to
here's
V
my
might be
point.
different to me.
But here's my point then. So you realize how hard it would be for a man to fully understand what it means for a woman to be independent if it's different for every woman.
Thank you.
So how
V, let me ask you something, V. Hold on, let me ask V something. So what was your whole live about on Thursday if independent didn't mean the same thing for every woman? And y'all were celebrating the independence of a woman. What was the live about then if it was different for every woman?
The life is about
It's just a question. I'm not trying to say that to
strong,
be funny. I'm being
independent
serious.
Black women, and for us to give you guys, for you guys to understand where we're coming from when we use the term, because you put out a video, Mr. Real Talk, King of Content. Okay, you put out a video. You put out a video saying that term hurts us as Black, strong, independent women, and we took issue with that.
Yes.
You did that.
But do you know why? Oh, well, hold on. Do you know why I said that? Do you know why I said that?
And my thing is,
do you know why I said that?
A secure man would not have a problem with a strong, independent women.
No, but do you know why I said?
And talk about why we are trying to find ourselves to be strong, independent Black women. Take it back.
V, do you know?
Because guess what? The problem starts with the man.
Do you know why I said that in the first place? Do you? Because I explained it in my video why I said that. Do you know why I said that?
Say that for the people
I'm asking V. I'm asking V.
She
do you
does
know why
not
I said
know
that?
why. Answer why.
Don't ask her. Don't answer for her. She a grown woman, Shanita. V, do you know why I said that?
I don't.
A grown, strong, independent Black woman.
Okay, and I said the reason I said that term hurts y'all because when y'all feel like y'all are independent and y'all don't need nobody or nothing, which I explained all that too. Then when hard times hit and y'all finally need somebody or something, people are going to look at you like you are a strong, independent Black woman like you claim, so you'll be all right. So it's going to hurt y'all physically and mentally by keep going by that title.
That scenario is crazy. That scenario is crazy. Hold on a minute.
No,
that
it's
scenario
not.
is crazy. Yes,
No,
it is.
but
no, it's not.
No, why I take issue with that scenario? Because let me tell you something. I got strong Black men in my family. I got strong Black women, and we don't need nobody. When we have hard time, that's who we lean on is the people who got in our circle, in our group. So how you tell we don't need nobody when we have hard time? That don't make no damn sense because we
Andrea.
Hold on a minute. I got something to say. I got something to say.
No, because you once again you took what I said out of context once again. I'm talking about the women who come out and say they don't need nobody. I'm not talking about you. Okay, so let's clear that. I'm not talking about nobody on this panel.
I still think the women who say they don't need nobody, they gonna need somebody. Okay, that's
my point. That's my point. Crazy. That's my whole point. Damn. That was my point.
But they probably said in a
oh my God.
You know what? This is like a little too much. I'm wrong for this. I'm really in. But yeah, I need a timeout.
Stay right where you are.
No. I'm too grown for this. I am.
Right where you are.
No. I'm about to leave. Okay, today.
Don't you go nowhere.
Right, don't let them run you off, girl.
This is ridiculous.
No, but hold on. That's the thing, right? This is what we take issue with. Is y'all still want us to be dependent on y'all?
No,
who
we.
said that?
Oh my
That.
God! Who
Not
said
one
that?
person.
Who said that?
Ourselves, and then
All
we
right,
fall
V.
flat on our face.
No,
We want a man to be
no, we
dependent
did not.
on us. Then
V.
y'all, we look at you like you just so
Here's the thing.
woman.
V.
Did you not say that?
V.
You said that.
No, we did not say that. No, we did
Real
not.
talk, 87 King of Content. Did you not just say that, boo?
No, I did not just say that. Here's what I said. For the women who say they do not need a man for nothing or nobody for anything, can I finish? Can I explain?
Can you stop yelling?
For those
I'm taking
who
offense
say
to
that,
that.
He's not yelling. Stop
I
being
don't-
so
Can you say
I'm
it
not
differently?
Who says that?
Because that hurts my feelings when you
Ladies,
talk
stop being
loud
so
like
sensitive.
that.
He's not yelling.
He's talking really harshly and it hurts my feelings. Can you maybe say that a different way?
No. Okay, now listen.
Okay.
When I said for y'all who don't, I lost my train of thought, V and Shanita, for interrupting me. What was you saying, V? What was you just saying?
She did that on
saying
purpose.
Yeah, I know.
exactly
I see.
what you had said before. Is the fact this is what we're talking about? Is that you guys still want us to be dependent? You still
I'm
want to
not
be able to
saying
turn
that.
around and be like,
I didn't say that. And that's okay. I get it now. I did not say that. Here's what I said. For the women who say they don't need nobody for anything, and then tough times hit that strong, independent woman, and they finally want to open up and want and need somebody, nobody's going to be there for you because you keep on saying you're this. So for other people, I'm not saying everybody going to feel like this either, but for others who feel like you're a strong, independent woman, they're not going to help you because you always say it, so you'll be all right. That's what I said. I don't feel that way. But that's how a lot of people feel about the strong, independent woman who don't need nobody. I'm not saying you got to be dependent on a man, but in a relationship, you must be dependent on each other. That's how relationships work. It don't work when you are in a relationship and then you still want to be independent. It don't work like that.
Okay.
Sure, that's fun.
Thank you for that.
Okay, so V.
Dre.
There's not one person of the male persuasion on any of your panels that has ever said that they want a woman dependent on him.
There has not been any male.
Any male.
Turn up your mic.
Turn it up. You guys can't hear me still?
Okay, so I'm too loud and Dre's too quiet.
Not one man
Wow.
has said on your panel that they want a woman dependent on him. So
And I actually said I don't like that.
Argument. Like, no, we've never said that.
Okay.
So yeah, why do y'all keep using that argument anyway? Because once again I said I do not like a gold digger. I do not like a woman who is always trying to depend on me for everything. I've said that twice today.
But I think
I don't want that. I don't like that.
I think the issue is when a woman do mention that she's independent, then there is an issue. I think the issue is with the word itself.
Right.
I told you why.
But here's the reason why. Now, I have that issue because there's no clear definition. So if it's different for every single woman, how can we possibly accept what an independent woman is if you guys don't even know what it is?
So what
Unless
do you
it's-
guys think it is?
We don't know.
We don't
We
go
don't
by
know
Webster's
the whole opinion.
independent
It's not
woman.
about us.
The term of the independent woman doesn't go by Webster's dictionary. No, it doesn't.
It goes by what you feel you are as an independent woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then how? All right.
It's
and
our
that's it.
state of mind.
So you'll know that, Dre. You'll know that, Dre, when you get with the woman you get with.
Yes.
If they're an independent woman. So I'm gonna tell you now, if she wants to work, right, and expect me to pay all the bills and keep all her money, I know for a fact that she's not an independent woman. Just letting you know.
Well, let's make it more personal.
That's because y'all want the women to be paying all the bills.
No.
Look, B.
Oh my God.
Harrison Family Vlogs. Harrison Family Vlogs.
Oh my God.
Harrison family, he probably gonna go get some more water because he's been drinking water and he's on slips all night. Harrison Family Vlogs. Let's make it a little bit more personal for you, dear sir.
Yes, please.
Let's say the woman that you are unavailable with says that she is or classifies as an independent woman. How then would you treat her?
I would ask her now. Now I would ask her, well, what is an independent woman to you?
And if she gives you a response that
I'm not happy
doesn't make sense to you, then how will you respond?
I will become available.
But what?
Can we just get to the root of the
Wow.
issue? You guys don't want an independent woman, correct?
Yeah.
You don't know what an independent woman is.
Oh my.
Yes, y'all do. You know what independent
Candy
woman is.
Levy, why do you keep coming up with the same argument when we keep answering that same question?
An independent woman is a woman that can take care of herself and do what she needs to do.
So that's the
Does
definition.
that make y'all feel better?
That's
Does
the
that make y'all
universal
feel better?
definition, right? Is that the universal definition?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
So to
use
answer
that
the question,
definition.
the definition. Okay. So my answer is yes, and I've said yes for the last 2 weeks. So why do you keep saying that?
I said yes for the last 2 weeks.
I did. Why you keep? You want me to change my answer? Do you want me to change my
No,
answer?
because then when we talk about it and when we try to flip the switch, it's like, okay, so you can't accept the woman saying that she's independent, right? Because that's just too cocky. So she says when she claims her independence, that's cocky. And apparently she can't be independent if she's in a relationship because y'all want her to be dependent upon y'all. Or
No, we want
interdependent. So we can both be dependent on each other. And we just using interdependent so it sounds good. Let's be real.
Candy Levy, can I ask you a question?
Sounds good. Because you don't want
Can I ask you a
take away
question?
the female's independence 100%. You still want to give her some
No. How
little.
about this? Can I say it like this? Real, I'll let you go and then I'll say it.
No, go ahead because I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over. Go ahead, Dre.
I am at this present moment, single dad, raising my kids. I am an independent single dad. Okay.
Okay.
When I get married, I'm giving up who I am as an independent individual so I can live together with, make decisions with, live with my wife. Okay. If my wife isn't willing, all right, to join together with me and live together with me, if she wants to consider herself continue to be an independent minded woman, then she can. She just can't do that with me. And that's just me. All right. You got to make a transition into togetherness in a relationship, and having an independent mindset is always going to cause problems in relationships. It's going to happen.
I don't have problems in my relationship, and I see myself as an independent woman.
Okay.
Well, you guys, I gotta go because we about
Do you
to crown a
behave?
king. Okay, I gotta go, you guys, because I'm missing the Lakers game. So
Okay,
I love you.
okay.
I love you guys. And,
Love you.
Love you.
Head on.
you guys take care. Okay.
You too.
Bye. Right, Mary Lee said men can't handle strength in women. It's a problem for you to exert your independence, and I think we
Okay.
just need to own that.
I've heard this about, I don't know, 100 times in the last week that men are intimidated by an independent woman. Men don't like a woman who's strong. Like, come on now. Stop. It ain't even that. I love a strong, independent woman.
It's hardly that.
It's not even that at all. Not by
You just have a
not by a
problem
long
with her
shot.
saying it, is what you've been saying.
I don't like cockiness and conceitedness in anybody. I don't like that.
So her saying she's independent is cockiness.
No, her, like if I ask you, you say, yeah, okay, cool. That's what's up. Like, that's cool.
But her saying is cocky.
Her constantly saying it, yes, I don't like that. It's cockiness.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you wouldn't want me saying I'm handsome all the goddamn time. I know I'm handsome. I can get any woman I want. I say that every fucking day or every other day. Y'all wouldn't like that shit.
I don't think no one realistically is saying that. But all right,
oh my God, here you go with this realistic shit again. You are not like that. That's called cockiness and conceitedness. So cockiness and conceitedness does not exist, Shanita? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that. I said no one says that all the time.
That's what it shows. It shows that you're cocky and conceited. I don't like that in nobody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Can
what
I
it
give
is.
us some sense?
Go, Miss T.
Hi, Miss Torin.
Hello, Harrison Family Vlogs. Hello, everyone. I've been listening to this conversation for a bit, and I have to agree with what Real is saying because I get what he's trying to say. I'm just kind of wondering if you guys are kind of dipping in and out of the conversation. So, even to me, whether it's a guy who says it or even a man who probably will find himself saying that he's independent, I don't know, I'm not saying independent still, but
Men don't do that
whatever.
usually.
But if a woman constantly just saying she's strong and independent, it sounds like she's trying to tell herself that more than she's trying to say to you because most, as we've been saying in the chat on here, if she's really strong and independent, she's not going to go around saying that because these so-called strong and independent women, whenever they walk into the room, all they see is, oh, she's a bitch. Oh, she's cocky. Oh, she's not trying to talk to people. Because even I have had that issue, and they're like, "Oh, I can tell that you're an independent woman because I just walk in, I sit down, I probably don't say nothing to you, you don't say anything to me. I'm not trying to be pushing myself on anybody. I'm not trying to ask you for stuff. I'll go somewhere, like especially if it's a group of us that went somewhere. The bill comes." I'm ready to pull out my card and pay for whatever. I'm not going to be sitting there looking around like, okay, what's going on? Like, if she's independent, she's not going to be constantly saying that she's strong and independent. And if somebody's constantly doing that as well, I would find that annoying. Just like Real has been saying that, it sounds like that's what he's saying, that if a woman keeps saying that, he would be annoyed by that as well. Is that what you were saying, Real?
I've said the exact same thing that you said earlier. Maybe you came late when I said
I did
that.
come late. I came in like probably 30 minutes ago or so. Or probably 45 minutes, I don't know.
Yeah, well, Nia's right though. You guys should be showing your faces. Just saying.
Oh, y'all want to see?
Nia need to show her face when she come up here. She never shows her face up here. Hush, Nia.
Here I am.
Thank you, Carla. Carla said we're not saying all men. Right. Thank you, Carla.
But we know that by now. See, we actually get the idea that when y'all generalize, we understand you're not talking about all of us. We already know that. Unlike some people I know. So
Carla also said it may not be like that for y'all, but there are some men who are like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you, Ruth.
What did Ruth say?
What do you want? All right, come here. Come say hello. Say hello.
See,
Hey,
and that's
guy.
the thing. Some women see independent women as just being as women that are single.
Hey,
but
Nia.
there are some women that feel that they can be in a relationship or marriage and still be classed as a strong, independent Black woman.
Is that through a mindset or through action, though? How do you behave like an independent woman, right, in a relationship? Because you can have the mindset, but your actions are going to do totally different.
But if you have the mindset, then it's going to show your actions because it all works together.
Precisely.
So, but the way you see an independent woman in a mindset is, I don't need a man for anything. The way the woman sees an independent woman in her mind is, I can take care of things as well. It's not that.
Oh, as well. So it's like together. You can work with the guy to take care of things.
Sure.
Which brings me to my question. Why would an independent woman want to work
but I also
have him pay for everything and her keep her own money?
Excuse me, say that again. I wasn't listening.
Of course she wasn't.
You just answered my question.
Talking at the same time.
You answered my question without answering the question. You answered my question about why would an independent woman want to work, keep her own money, and expect her husband or boyfriend or whoever the relationship pay for everything?
And I answered your question how?
You said that they would work like they could be an independent woman and they handle things like they handle things in a relationship, right?
Okay.
So they work together with the man in the relationship.
Okay.
So why is it that she can't work with a man in a relationship and still be independent? Though I'm just wondering.
Okay.
Me?
Because I think that this is what we're taking it back to, is the fact that you guys
So-
are going by
so-
Webster's dictionary and we're going by our
I'm
definition.
not going by Webster. I'm going by just how I know an independent woman. Logic is the one who went by Webster's dictionary. He's the one who pulled it out. Remember, I didn't pull it
Funnily
out.
enough, guess what? Logic isn't here tonight.
And he's the one who caused all this shit. It wasn't my video that caused it. It was his live that caused this shit. It wasn't me and it wasn't Dre. It was Logic. And he's not here for whatever reason.
Thank you,
He
Carol.
chickened out.
So Kara, I agree. That's how I saw it too. But like I know people have different, oh, this is Modest Nation's husband.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi guys.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey. I've been listening to you guys, and I think that it's something that I've been looking into for a while now. The whole concept of a independent woman, strong black woman, all of these terms that women are now identifying themselves with.
Mm-hmm.
And it poses an interesting question for me. In terms of a woman being independent, right? Because my wife came to me and she said, like, Jay, if you could pay all the bills in the house, if you had the money to pay all of it, you earned enough to pay all of it, would you require me to pay all of it? And I was like, no, because I'm a man, I'm naturally the provider or whatever. But the mindset that has been recently placed on women is one where they're like, it's become they seek their independence, or to be in a situation where they're no longer dependent on a man, or the ability to not be dependent. So even if they're in a relationship with a man and he starts to messes himself, them can leave at will. Right? Now, I only have one thing for kind of ask about this. If you seek independence, why not exercise that independence? That's really my thing. If you cannot be in slavery and then be free, and then be freed from slavery, and then say, oh no, I'm good, I stay up on the plantation. It don't work. You kind of need to take your 50 acres and a mule and go work it for yourself, don't it? Then you become a part of the society where you give and you take. So if you are independent as a woman, yes, you have a man, you don't need him. But at the same time, you cannot say, oh, I'm independent, I earn my money, but pay all the bills. You're not independent, you're still dependent.
No, because she can
a relationship. Huh?
She could pay the bills if she wanted to. We just posed that. We just posed that.
But you see, that's
like that.
just it. It's that statement right there. If she wanted to. So if you seek to gain the capability to do something and then choose not to do it, what is the point of it?
My thing is, okay. So my thing is, you guys are saying that she should.
Wait, what is the point of being independent?
Maybe she is exercising it, but it's the man that's stopping her, preventing her from exercising it because he wants that control. So he wants to handle it that way. But what we're trying to say is that men have changed the whole role of. Let's talk about it. Like since back in the day, right? Men are supposed to be the providers, right? Women were these housewives back in the day. They were housewives. They couldn't work, they couldn't do anything. Right, they were the nurturers, and the men were the providers. Okay, How is it now? All of a sudden, men want to change their role. They have an issue with an independent woman that can handle it and take care of it on her own, but they want to change their role, and now it should be 50-50.
No, the thing is this. No,
Modest, I have a question for you.
Can I answer that question?
I have a question for Modest.
Okay.
So listen, me not listen to Wayne I say, and what me want to know is you want to
Whoa,
sit down
whoa,
in your
whoa.
yard and have your woman to pay all of your bills them all the while, because it really depends on the relationship. Because if
Hold
you
on.
go into the relationship knowing that she
Mhm.
has her money, she can pay for the things them, and you decide, okay, cool, because this is how this goes. At least nowadays, this is how things are going. If the woman have her money and she just looking for say she wants a man, no, she lonely, she's going to just pick up a man that she can really take care of. If a man wants a
No.
woman,
Uh-huh.
what you're saying that wrong,
What?
because me see a TV show with someone did the same exact thing.
No,
And
no,
I'm
no.
like,
I'm not.
she put herself
No,
in that
hold on,
situation.
From my social interactions within my workplace and within the people that I deal with in socially, within my church, because within my church we have a lot of professionals in our church, females and males, and even in my workplace, right?
Sorry, them
Because my
the modest.
company.
If you're gonna talk about church, you know, say it's like different, because the program in a church say
No, no,
is the man supposed to take
no,
care of things.
I'm looking at it from both spectrums, in church, out of church, overall. I'm talking my whole social circle, right? What I'm saying is that from women that are financially capable, from those that I've talked to, whether it be young or old, because I know females with their law degree and they have them store and they might drive them nice car and them in a nice job outside of that, multiple income streams, right? And them say it. Them say them nah look no man to take care of. You have to equal or above. They are strong believers in hypergamy. So even though they are earning a certain amount, you need to be equal or above. So the part where women are now taking on young men that are not financially capable and taking care of them, it's a minority. And this is something that I've been looking. I noticed that it's something that's been going. It's a problem that's been occurring in the world right now. And as you refer to men being the providers before and women staying at home, and men deciding to now flip the roles, it was not originally men that decided to flip that roles.
Thank you.
Feminism
Thank
came
you.
in
Thank you.
originally. Women say they wanted to be equal,
Thank you.
right? And
Appreciate it.
when they got their definition, when they got equality, when they got the right to vote, the right to work, the right to do as they had a mind, they kept on asking, no, but yeah, I got this, but I need this. But I got this, but I need this. And that's the thing. They have broken the system down so much, because I think women and the system has been set away that they seem to forget that it is social interactions, relationships are quid pro quo. There's an ebb and a flow to it, and they have forgotten that. People overall have forgotten that. It's now become a situation where it's about me, myself, and I. I am capable. I am this. I am that. But I still require you to do something for me. Nobody is willing to be dependent on somebody or being codependency. Marriage, relationships, by definition, is codependency. You provide something and I provide something. It's not one-sided. It has never been one-sided. The man can't go out and by the original situation where man being the provider, men were the provider because society was in the initial stage of building. It required more to go out and work. It required you to go and till the soil, to go and deal with big ass animals, to go out and be shot at and do all of that. Now that society is on a plane that earning money requires less risk, women can go out and make money equally.
That's the
However,
point.
it's still a ebb and a flow, because listen, if I am giving you something, you have to give me something. And from a physical level, from a financial level, on a spiritual level, it all is the same. If I can take care of you, But if I am always the provider and you are never giving anything, when I go down, or if I should go down, you are going to look at me in that moment of weakness and say and find fault. And that has been the situation that has happened multiple times. When a man is at his weakest point, the woman does not know how to handle that because she's not used to giving. Therefore, she ends up in a situation where she sees weakness. Instead of seeing a time of vulnerability, she sees weakness and she attributes weakness with flaw and she looks to run. That's why men are saying, fine, you want equality? Then let it be equal. You give, I give. It's balanced. That's what you guys want. But what you are saying is not, no, he can pay. You want to be the queen on the throne with the vault behind you with all the money in it. But at the same time, you still want the king out there fighting war and bringing in more.
Modest.
Yeah.
Modest, real quick.
Modest. Yeah.
Can I give you this mic so that you can just extend your hand and drop it?
Mic drop.
I just want to give you the mic. And I want you to do this.
I'm actually just trying to let him finish saying what he wants to say.
Hey, V.
Can someone mute their
I'm going to receive, so you can say that.
I hear echo too. Okay, let's go. Wait, let's go.
I think that's modest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that I'm going to stop talking now. So anyone wants to take it from there can take it from there.
V, let me tab open. Your YouTube tab. You gotta have to mute that.
Hey V. So you said that the men changed the roles when it was really the woman who did it. Because
There's another tab open. I'm hearing a serious echo.
that was modest. He just muted his mic.
You have the StreamYards open and the YouTube video open. If you mute the YouTube video and keep StreamYard the way it is, it'll stop the echo.
Now, V said that the men changed the roles when it's really the woman. Like I said, men were known as the providers because we were the only ones who could work at that time. So if we work, we got to provide, clearly. Now the woman can work, so now she can provide as well. That was our whole argument. So we didn't change that. The woman changed it because she wanted to work. So she's the one who changed that role. It wasn't us.
Why did she feel to change her role in the first place is where we are.
Yes.
We answered that at the very beginning. And it wasn't because of the man. It's because the white woman wanted to separate from her white man. And y'all fed into that when we had no issues in the first place. I said that at the very beginning. So don't be surprised.
No issues.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about
so
when that issue. No, I'm not saying now. I'm saying before, when it first happened. Before, remember when you asked me at the very beginning of the live that where did the independent come from? I'm talking about before, when it first started, right? It first started because the white woman had an issue with her white man. And the black woman jumped on that when that was not her issue to begin with. That's how it started. Because then
you know where the problem of the independent woman came about? Let me tell you when it came about.
Because the black man was fucking up, right?
As Nia said, y'all started slacking, and that's why.
That ain't where it originated.
Yes,
that's how it ended up. No,
rights. Yes, women wanted their rights back in the day. Yes, we finally got women's rights. Yes,
women wanted
finally
independence.
Able to work, and we got our independence. Okay. Yes, we did that.
That's where it started. Fine. So that answers it.
However, so you trying to tell me that women still didn't want like the man to be the head of the household and to take care of business? Nah.
Can I ask you something?
Let me just tell you what happened. Y'all men got salty when women got their independence. And y'all started
from
slacking.
Who?
That's what
independence
happened.
From who?
That's what happened.
From who? But from who?
Okay, so
independence salty. From who though? The man, right?
But
independence
men,
from the man, right?
when did you take back that system though to say, okay, you know what? I'm still going to be the independent man, even though the system says we need to be separated. I'm still going to be that provider for my woman. When did you all step up and
It's
say,
still like that. Hold on. It's still like that now. It's just that there are a lot of people, black women and black women, not together, but there's still black women and black men still living in the same house, still married. It's still like that now. So what are you talking about?
so then
It's
why
just
is
that
it
they
an
didn't fall under
issue?
that system. It's not it for me. It's not an issue. That's my point. It's not an issue for me. It ain't. Y'all make that an issue.
For you
Oh,
I
as
don't
okay.
see no
one
issue with
man,
it. It don't
as
affect
for
me.
you as one
For me, it
man
don't affect
out of
me.
a nation of many,
Yeah.
it is not an
What about
issue
it?
for you.
No,
Not
it
an
never
issue
has
for you.
been.
You're one man out of many.
I wonder
Right.
how many men was
None of
surveyed
these ones in the chat,
for there
clearly.
to be a consensus on men being salty about that. Like, how many men were interviewed and
That's their assumption. That's how they feel. It's not
No, that's what we
true.
know from women talking about their lives, period. It is what it is.
As a man as well, I'm saying that I'm not salty. So yeah, because I live with my wife and she's strong. She can be independent on her own and she's independent and educated, but we are in a codependent relationship where I depend on her and she depends on me when she has it and I don't. She helps me when I have it and she doesn't. I help her and we build and grow together. So it's codependency, you know? So we kind of lean on each other in that way.
But you
However, for
said that
women,
she's
I think
independent.
let him finish, V.
that thing that you're talking
Relax.
about, women got their independence and men are salty about it. If you really check it out, most men, and I think there is even a song written about it. I love her because she's got her own. She don't need mine, so she said, "Leave mine."
Neo.
We
But
like
you're
an
not telling him
independent.
that
We
she's
like a
independent.
woman that is strong. We like a woman that is strong. That gives us the opportunity to take more risks. That gives us the opportunity to build further. We like an independent woman. What we don't like is an abstinent woman. It's a woman that says that, yo, I have minds, my good, my this, my that, my ray, my tail, that snapping at the neck, that da, and all of that, like that energy. What does it serve? What does it promote? What does it do? How does that benefit you? How does that benefit me? That does not come from any positive place. That comes from a place I'm defensive, I'm this, I'm that. And the thing about it is the amount of women that are actually in that situation is minute. However, there's become this pack mentality. May even sit down and see my wife do it one day. Me and my wife, they're together from where we've been from. She's 19 years old. She's never been hit. She's never been disrespected. My wife spoiled, rotten. And yet still me sit down and hear my wife talk. And hear so many women that have a good man sitting right beside them, spoiling them, taking care of them, pampering them. And them say, man a dog, man a this, man a that, reality, this and that. So hold up, what the flea them upon you because y'all lay down with a dog. The dog just cooked dinner for you. The dog just cleaned the house. The dog just do the laundry and pay the bills. Where is that?
Is that your wife laughing in the background?
Yes.
Man, still look for the fleas and start jump. Seriously.
And you know what though? I bet you she's right behind you, looking at you like a straight snack. You're saying all
No,
this stuff,
I'm looking
she's
at
like,
her. She's snacking. She's straight up snacking, just chilling. Because she knows. She knows.
But he also
And
did
it's
say
a thing.
that his wife is independent.
Of
She
course.
is. My wife went
Yes.
out this week and she worked. But at the same time, what the freedom that I give her, that she has taken for herself and the choice that she has made for herself is that she has the freedom to go out and work when she feels like it. So she can be a mom and a wife, and she can make that money how she sees fit. What I do is that I have a 9 to 5 job and I make sure that I provide stability. So even when she's not, I am.
Mhm.
And in doing that, it works. It's a ebb and a flow. I can go to work and I can know that, yo, my son taken care of. I know say if something happen, I not forget up and run left my job. But at the same time, I know say, yo, if something comes up, I can say, yo, mega balance this way, honey, you can go out and work. Like right now, I change my shift. I take a different position, a different role at work because what? She got some bringing in some money. So, all right, cool. Change the roles. We make it work. She is independent because she can do without me any day of the week. But she doesn't feel the need to be independent of me because I am not holding her down. I am not her slave master. I am a partner in this. But women seem to be so caught up in their independence that they forgot that marriage and a relationship is not at it's not, even if you want to call it a business transaction, you provide something, he provides something. It's not one-sided. And I'll say this to every woman out there. If you are with a man that provides you with nothing, that is not a relationship. You hear me? It is not a relationship. What that is someone leeching off of you. And I don't mean that the man has to provide finances, because there was a time when my wife was the one making that money, and she has a higher earning capability than I do. And when she was making that money, I was
Who's playing music?
Okay, Shady Greg, that was interesting.
Okay.
I don't disagree with a lot of what you said.
Say that again.
I said I don't disagree with a lot of what he said.
Wait,
Oh,
that's what
surprisingly,
we've been saying.
we've been saying that, and now he says it, and you agree with it.
Accent.
No,
Like, we've been
you guys
saying
were
that.
you guys were trying to say that you can't be an independent woman in a relationship. He's in a whole marriage, and he done
Oh my
said his wife
God,
is
that's not
independent.
what we listen. My point is this, V. Let's say me and you get together. You're independent right now, right? Correct? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, so we get together, we become a couple. That's not going to stop you from being an independent woman. You're still going to be the independent before me and after me. I'm saying we need to be codependent upon each other if we are in a relationship. I've said that over and over. He just said the same thing. So what's the difference?
His accent. So
Thank you. That's the only difference.
Listen, I ain't go front. I was listening too. His accent is dope. I was like, yo, I don't care what he's saying. Whatever he's saying is right, because
Miss Tarian need a real man. Huh?
I don't know.
Where did that come?
I feel like you like I don't think you guys are ever going to understand or get where we were coming from on this and what our argument is with you guys.
Is there a troll in the chat right now?
It's a few trolls in the chat.
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a few
there's
of them.
couple.
All right, so I'm just gonna say my little piece. I just finished cooking dinner and I gotta go. So we're gonna have to agree to disagree in some things, and we can avoid some of these conversations right now with finances if it is that you kind of feel each other out in the dating phase where this shouldn't become an issue. Because if you're really dating a guy and you're getting to know him, if you let men talk, men really like to talk about themselves. They're going to talk about their finances, how they like their women. And if you just shut the hell up and you listen, he going to be like, well, I like to be the provider. I love to dress up my woman. I love her to be wearing her nails. I want to take her to the mall. All I want from her is when I want to sit down in bed, I just want her to be able to listen to me, rub my head, cook my dinner 2 times a week. She don't even got to cook every day. If you just listen. You're gonna hear all the stuff that he wants and what he's looking for. Then you won't have to worry about the fact, okay,
That's
now
a
he's
tough
saying he
task,
wants
though.
50-50 and blah blah blah. Because if you were paying attention, you would have seen from the get-go that he does not have himself together and he does not want to be paying for most of the stuff. He wants to be able to split the bills. And if you want to be able to split the bills, that's fine. But It's really up to you. If you don't want to split the bills, go find you a man who wants somebody like what I just described, where he just want to spend and you look pretty and cook once or twice a week. So that's that. So I'm a go. I got to go. I got to study and eat. So see you guys on the next live.
Later, sis.
Bye, hon.
Yep.
So, what have you guys learned from today? So then, I tell you, these men, man, y'all go.
Can we finally just put this conversation to rest? Are we done here with this, or we have
We
more
should
to
have
say?
been done with this after the first day.
I asked a yes or no
To
question.
be honest,
I agree.
I was done. I've been done with it. I was done with it after I put out my video on it. I was
I
been done
asked a
with it.
yes or no question.
The answer is yes, obviously, Shanita. If I said I was done with it the
Beautiful.
first day,
Beautiful.
y'all the ones keep dragging this shit on like y'all crazy. Come on now.
Nigga, you crazy. Shut the fuck up. You always got some shit to say, man.
Man.
I'm just playing.
Look, I think that we can all agree, or we should agree, that although a woman calls herself a strong, independent Black woman, she can still be in a relationship and be independent. And that doesn't take anything away from the Black man or any man. It doesn't take anything away from you guys. And you guys shouldn't feel intimidated by that. But what you should do is look at what was going on back in the day, or why women feel the need to be strong, independent women. I feel that you guys should really try and look at why they feel that they need to be. And it's, in a way, it's kind of like a safety net. Shoot, okay, this don't work out, or he may leave me, or he may treat me like crap. I still got something that I can jump back on, and I'm not completely down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing negative with you guys, so I don't think you guys should take it as such. Real, you want to say something? Because you look like...
Yeah, I want to say something because you keep bringing up the fact that we're intimidated by a strong, independent woman. Like, why do you keep saying that? I'm not understanding that point when both of it, well, actually, I've said, and Modest has said, we love a strong, independent woman. So how are we intimidated but love them at the same time? We love it, period. There's no in between. So my thing is this. My thing is this. You can be independent. That's not going to stop you from being independent while in a relationship as well. But I'm saying women need to learn, especially the independent women need to learn to be codependent in a relationship, because that's what a relationship is for. It's for being codependent. That's what it's for. Women need to learn that. That's why a lot of relationships do not work, because you come in with an independent mindset and you still want to be independent during the relationship when that's not what it's for. You might as well stay single if you want to stay independent while in a relationship. You understand? So that's my take. Go ahead, V.
We'll agree to disagree. Or we can. I don't think there's anything wrong with being codependent or interdependent, as you guys put it. I don't think that there's an issue with that. I think that, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. That's fine. But I just don't feel that, I don't feel that you should be looking negatively at a woman that defines herself as being a strong, independent Black woman and feels that she is a strong, independent Black woman within a relationship. Because it's like I keep on saying, it's a term of endearment, it's a term of empowerment, it's something that we know that we have, that we can do for ourselves. We can do for ourselves. Not necessarily that we are doing for ourselves, or we're not interdependent on the man. We're not interdependent with our man. It's just that we know we can if we need to. So it shouldn't be an issue. But y'all keep taking issue with that. I don't understand. Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that?
No, can I ask you something? What do you not understand when we clearly said it's an issue being independent while in a relationship? Yes, you're still going to be independent before it, and you're still going to be independent after relationship. We know you're an independent woman while you're with us, but you do not need to have that mindset while in the relationship. You need to be codependent, interdependent, whatever you want to call it, while in the relationship. What you don't understand about that?
Y'all just want us to be dependent on y'all. I give
No.
up.
Oh my
Once in a
God.
relationship, y'all just want us to be to have some kind of dependence on y'all,
No.
and
We're
that's just where
saying
we're at,
no. That's
right,
not where
Nina?
we're at. No,
I
that's
agree.
not where that's not where we're at. We listen. I guess only the men understand what a relationship is for. It's for codependency. It's not for you to depend on us, and that's it. It's for each other to depend on each other. We understand that. Y'all don't get that for whatever reason.
Roxanne's
For
vibe
I
said,
don't know
I
what the
am
reason is, but
married
y'all
and I'm
don't.
very independent.
What?
And I'm sure she doesn't take away from her man, period, with being independent in a marriage.
Yeah, sorry. That one kind of got me off. I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question? How are you independent in a marriage?
Thank you.
What does that look like?
How are you independent in a relationship? All right. For me as a married man, I mean, even by the legal standard, how are you independent in a marriage when
They're not
everything
concerned
that
about
we
bro.
own,
They're not concerned about the
everything that we
legal
own,
words.
everything
They're
that
not
we
concerned about
earn
proper
is
definition.
if we start to split, it is split. It is if we are to leave each other, it's split 50-50. How is
Mars,
that?
do you feel
How are
like
you
you're an independent
independent
woman?
of someone that you are so intricately tied to? I'm having a bit of problem with that because it seems like you're stuck on this point where it's like, okay, I have mine, it's me, it's mine, I'm good by myself and all of that. But I'm saying this, if you are good by yourself, if you are great by yourself, why are you with someone else? If it's even
Mars,
time and attention, you take something from someone else. So
But
it
Mars,
is still an exchange. At that point, it is no longer you being dependent because you are not the one providing it.
okay, Jay, be quiet. Mars, do you feel like you're an independent woman?
Shana, she asked if you feel like you're an independent woman.
I never need to be an independent woman. That's another man. As you said, it's codependency. I don't have the need to be independent. Like certain things, like changing the light bulb and certain things, I'm not going to do it. It's not that I can't do it. I just won't do it because I have a man and he likes to do those things. He likes to be handy. He likes to trim the yard and take out the garbage. I'm not going to do it because I have a man. So I depend on him to do that. It's not that I can't do it. But me have a man, so why would I step in the way of him? Like, oh, I'm independent, I can do everything on my own, so let me carry out my garbage, let me change my light bulb. Hell no. I have a man and that's what he wants to do. He likes doing that. So yeah.
But do you feel like you're an independent woman? We know that you can do all of these things, but do you feel like you're an independent woman?
Do you feel like you're an independent woman?
No, then I'm not independent. I depend on my man.
She's saying that if she has to have a man and still do all of that by herself, she do independent. So basically what she's saying.
I depend on my man then, so I'm not independent then. So I'm not in this conversation.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to say it again.
The reality is if I'm on my own and I have to be on my own, of course I'm going to do me. Of course I can take care of me. But why should I'm independent and I want to be independent. I'm in a relationship. It's a 50-50. It's as you said, codependency. It's not me and mine and you and yours. It's us coming together collectively and taking care of each other. You get what I'm saying? So I don't feel the need to. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Probably I'm odd. Probably I'm submissive. I don't know, but I don't feel the need to define myself as I'm independent. I don't feel the need. I don't feel that need. I'm sorry. I don't feel that need. I don't feel that need.
Miss, you don't submissive because the first and foremost, anything you do not want to do, you tell me point blank, John, me not do.
Yeah, but I just don't feel so strongly towards this whole independence thing like they feel about it. Like for me, if I have a man, I'm going to want him. Listen, not even the light bulb. Not that I can't change one, but I just don't do it. I have a man. I'm gonna feel like say, Him can do it. That's his job. I'm not trying to get into the way of what. I'm sorry. I'm not like
All right, then. I have one interesting question for ask you, Sean. One basic question will answer all of this whole independence thing.
Yeah.
Do you in any way feel held back by being in a relationship with me?
No.
Well, I don't think that answers the question because you could be a completely different man. You're a good man. She sees you as somebody that treats her well.
Right there, so is the problem. Right there, so is the problem.
Allow her to do.
Candidly,
so it's a bit different.
Candidly, right there is the problem. That's been the problem. That is the problem, and that always will be the problem. You say that I'm a good man. Now, the thing about it is, I've realized that this is a problem for a very long time now. If the man that you are with is not a good man, why are you with him?
What you do with him? Exactly.
If him have flaws, if he holds you back, if he stresses you out, if he cheats on you, if he emotionally stresses you, why are you with him?
Exactly.
And why do the men that are good for you, that are out there, that want to treat you right, want you to maintain your independence, want to see you strive, will take a back seat in their career long enough for your career to be furthered? Why is it that those men are still out there looking and they're being called simps, they're being called idiots, them in Jamaica we call them gal clown, and all of these things? Those men are out there and they are looking someone to build with, to be with, that want to be independent. But you guys are still focused on the guys that are not good for you. And then you say men are dog, men are this, men are that, when at the end of the day it's a very simple, let's put simplification to the problem. Stop dating the guys that are bad for you and you know that they are bad for you, because everything in a woman tells her when a man is no good for her. But because women are fixers, you always trying to build a nigga. Stop doing it. Stop. Just take the good man. He's not gonna come with everything you want, because you want him tatted, you want the 6-pack, he must be 6'6". You look at Idris Elba, when you might just get up, you might just end up with a Pee Wee Herman where you have to go Bill. Guess what? Stop it. Choose the good man and done, and stop the problem.
I see what you're saying. It's not necessarily that women are picking the worst men or the bad men. I think the thing is men's mindset kind of need to change a little bit. And they shouldn't be intimidated. Like the thing we're talking about, let's take marriage out of it for a second. And let's talk about the beginning stages, dating, relationship. Okay, men are intimidated a lot of the time by an independent woman that's got her own and can do what she needs to do a lot of the time. And men don't like to hear a woman class herself as being a strong, independent black woman.
Why are we still there?
I don't know why we still there either, bro. I really don't know.
Let me say this. Yeah, let me say this. You brought it back there to the strong, independent woman once again, and men being uncomfortable with it. Now, take marriage out of it. Take this and all of that out of it. I am pretty sure that if you put out a consensus right now, if you do a survey right now, and you ask men, would you rather to be with a woman that is dependent on you for her every need and want, or a woman that is working, that is independent and can help you and can build with you? I guarantee you that 99% of men will say the one that can build with you and help with you. The problem why you keep on talking about the strong, independent woman, right? Mm-hmm. What you're not understanding is the negative connotation that has gone with a woman saying that is the problem. Because you have so many women out there now that are using that statement as a way they're hurt because of what a man has done to them. They're in a bad situation. They're emotionally scarred by these Me not even want to describe them in a way that I want to describe them as men out here that have been breaking hearts and taking names and racking up body like them on a mug, and they get them to take the earth and them use that earth. Oh, may I get my bag, may I get my own, my good for my own, my this and my that, and my reality. And all the other women that have not gone through hurt are taking that and they have made it their mantra. I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm a strong, independent woman. And then blast that man. So now when a man hears it, and listen to me, when you hear something long enough and you identify it with a certain behavioral pattern, then you mentally start to attach negativity to it. So the attitude of a lot of women out there that call themselves strong, independent woman is one of, oh, I don't need a man. You a nigga, you are this, you are that. I've seen a video where 2 black women have sat down, and when you listen to the completion of the video, you find out that they have been in relationships where they're taking care of the man. They might work and they might give the man money to go do illicit activities, calling it business ventures, and making themselves this and trying to say that. And when the man run left them with the money and this and that, them say, oh, man, I take up another man because man this and man that. But yet still you're there with a drug dealer, and the drug dealer and break your heart. No, the man out there with him 9 to 5 that want to take care of you is a dog. And how do they say? We're strong, we're independent, we making money, we making moves. And y'all are ugly, y'all are this, y'all ain't no good, y'all ain't no that. That is what we identify when we hear strong, independent woman.
Right. Well, you guys identify. I don't disagree with you. I think if we did take a poll with men and we asked them what type of women they would prefer, the majority of them are going to say that they want an independent woman because number one, they don't want to come across as an ass. But also, number two, the truth is they don't really necessarily want that. They want a woman that depends on them. We just need to be honest with the situation. Like you say, if you're in a relationship, you still want.
Yeah, you see right there, so right there's a problem again. We don't want and the other men in the panel can chime in on
you say you
don't want a woman that is dependent on us. We would prefer a woman that makes us feel like a man. That means that if there is something that we can do, that we can still exercise somewhat of our masculinity. And I'm not talking about toxic masculinity, but just like our woman wants to feel spoiled, so we want to be able to spoil our women. We know say you can pay for the trip. We know say you can buy the jewelry. We know say you can take out the trash. But still allow us to do such. We don't have a problem with you being able to. But when you're in a relationship, allow somebody to do something. If you are able to cook, if you are able to do something, and you, even despite the fact that your partner knows that you are good at doing something, say you're an amazing chef, and because I'm saying, yo, me independent, you independent, here we go on. Don't cook for me. May I get a chef? That good? Me get the chef. Me don't want to see your cooking. May I get a chef? Is that okay? I'm gonna call my mom and have she come over and cook for you. That good?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just throwing dirt in your face and make you feel like,
I see what you're saying. I think you don't make good points. I agree with what you say, but I still feel that, you know, number one, like Carla said, it's your interpretation of the word.
Oh
it's
my
going to be
God.
Cardi's interpretation of the word. It is. And we can have this argument and go round and round and round in circles because we will not agree. We're not going to agree.
No, my thing is this,
I wanted to.
He's saying the exact same thing I said. Maybe it's the accent, or maybe it's that he said it in a nicer way. But we said the same thing. You didn't agree with me, but you agree with him, though.
No.
My
crazy.
thing
all right.
Shanita.
But yeah, okay. That echo was getting on my nerves, but yeah. you agree with what he said, but not what I said when we said the exact same thing.
Yeah,
and like I said, maybe it's his accent or how he delivered it. But you know, I just feel like, you know,
I'm used to the Jamaican
it's all right,
accent.
V. It's all right. You ain't got to ever agree with me, V. And Shanita, you ain't got to ever agree with me. That's all right.
Guys,
it's all right.
It has been a
not that I
long
disagree
night.
with you. I've grown tired of this conversation over time that we've been talking about it, and I have you all had you all's explanation. You gave answers that I necessarily didn't agree with, but it is what it is. We gave you answers and explanations that you all don't agree with, and it is. But hey, hey, it is what it is. And like V said, we are going to keep going around, and we're just not going to.
Right. So
is this the last day we're going to be talking about this? Because I'm tired of it too.
To the gentlemen, hopefully this will be the last live, guys, on this topic, period. And we are done with this. The women are done with this. Hopefully the men are done with it. We'll see. Because, you know, they'll come up with another reason as to why the independent, strong Black woman came about. It started with music. Then we went to, what was the second reason, Shanita? I can't remember.
Let me go back to let me refer back to my notes.
But no, in all honesty, guys, do you feel that you were heard tonight? Do you feel that hopefully women have a clearer understanding of where you guys were coming from with this argument?
The white woman movement is what they said.
Oh yes, the white woman movement. Mm-hmm. Dre?
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy that you guys have been able to voice your opinion on how this came about?
I enjoy the conversation. It's just there's still some deep inconsistencies there that makes it difficult for full understanding to happen. That's it.
Okay.
I can accept non-closure, so that's okay.
I think we're there. I think we're at a non-closure, guys. Oh, hey, Harry Z. I just seen you come in.
He's now coming in. He's now coming in the chat.
Yeah, you missed it.
Bro,
you
where
have
you
to catch
been?
the replay, bro. Guys, I just want to say thank you so much to my Battle of the Sexes panel, the originals, Real Talk 87, King of Content, Shanita Marie Randomly, Harrison Family Vlogs, Candy V. And I also want to say thank you so much to Modest Nation, Modest Nation's husband, Andrea, Miss T. Who else came up? Mia. Welcome, honey, for your first time coming on the panel. Thank you for coming and braving it out. To everybody in the chat, you guys were also wonderful. I loved hearing everybody's arguments on this topic. It's always fun and games here on a Sunday night. We absolutely love you. We thank you so much for all the support and love that you guys give. If you have not already hit that thumbs up, please make sure you do so on your way out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell on just so you do not miss these battle and these debates on Sundays. Guys, I love you. I thank you all. Have a wonderful night. Woohoo to the Lakers. The Lakers won, I heard. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.
Later.